Thank you for watching Crit Heads. You can follow our sessions live at 6 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/Crit Heads Official.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crit Heads.
Welcome.
Woo!
Session 6.
I'm a crit head. You're a crit head. We're all crit heads.
I'm your Dungeon Master, David. Joining me are my lovely friends, Tristan, playing Dr. Sir Valgum Caston.
Yes, hello there.
My
Yes,
friend
hello.
Matt, playing Sir Isaiah Femur Clasp.
Yep. Femur clasp.
And my friend, Andrew, whose name I fucked up on the overlay. Not Andrew, but the other one. His character, Aethys.
Yeah. Aeothus.
Aeothus.
That'll get fixed
I'm
next week.
back from the dead.
So, yeah. Last session, we had a bit of a resurrection.
Just a bit.
of a resurrection. A
Yeah,
slight
you know,
resurrection.
we brought his arm back to life, but nothing else. Kind of freaky.
After dealing with Jim the Coolest Necromancer, you all returned to Davi's Reach, and were given your next assignment, which sent you towards the city of Shimmertide. And while you were in the neighborhood, and while you had 5,000 gold handy, you may as well, go revive your friend.
Yeah, 5,000 gold that I didn't tell the rest of the party about.
And
Thank God.
And there was a solid 30 minutes of good roleplay from just me and Andrew's one-on-one. None of which I will speak about here because only Aethys should know this stuff. But if you're in the audience and you want to know this stuff, you're allowed. You just have to go to youtube.com/user/critheads to go and watch the VODs.
Yeah.
Watch the VODs. Shameless plug.
Also, thank you, Soren Okami, for the glorious, glorious character art.
Truth.
I was gonna say that bit at the end, but yeah. Very
I know
special
you were,
thanks.
but we can thank her twice in the video. That's okay.
That's fair. All right, so I've given you the recap, and now I have to BRB real fast. So you guys see Aethys open his eyes, just looking around in this temple to Vitalis. All right, BRB.
Most excellent. I do be role-playing 2 characters.
Psst, Aethys, join the table.
You good?
What? Where am
Join the table.
I?
You're in Shimmertide.
Why?
We set out to revive you after you fell in battle.
Oh, right. I died. I remember.
Yeah. It was an
Sure, it was
unfortunate
a,
business with
unpleasant
that
experience.
scorpion.
Yes. I don't much
But,
like scorpions.
You know, after that, I don't blame you, and neither do I. But, welcome back, Aethys.
What? Did you just say I don't blame you, and neither do I?
I don't blame you for fearing the scorpions, and I can't say I like him either.
Oh. I thought that book was possessing your mind again. We couldn't hear that.
We're all cutting out badly, I think.
No, it was just him.
It's all good.
I just think he was too far away from the mic.
It's literally right against my face.
Yeah, kiss that shit, homie.
Eat the mic.
Don't.
Really
Yes,
don't
do
want
it.
to.
Do it.
We're on stream.
Well, you can't vor a mic on stream.
I will gun you down.
He can't Griffin McElroy.
I hate you. Right.
All right, what is the date today, David?
Today is midwinter.
Happy holiday, everybody!
The day between Hammer and Altriac. So,
A very special day.
indeed.
Happy midwinter,
So,
everybody.
when you're back up and running, it's Truth that pipes up and says, "All right, well, now that you're back, hi, by the way, I'm Truth. I don't think we met. Well, not properly. You were
Aethys, I've watched you. That sounds weird.
What?
Not like that. I thank you for helping, my friend.
Well, of course, we are fellow knights. Which reminds me, I need to go back to assignment. And you all have a job to do of your own.
Right, sure, truth.
Just like that, right back into it. No psych tests, no evaluations. We're good.
I mean,
I don't
maybe
think
we
that
can
we
take
are
a holiday.
currently in a situation.
Fair enough. The world is dying. I forgot about that, if I'm honest.
Right. You two go ahead and get him caught up on what you guys are supposed to be doing.
What
Although-
day is it, by the way?
Oh, it's
It's midwinter.
he pulls out a small little calendar from his side. Oh, it's midwinter day. Look at that.
Day of my birth.
Well,
Well then, happy
Rest
birthday, Aethys. It's good to have you
and
back.
Resurrection Day. That seems almost planned.
Hey, I do not have nature, by the way.
Okay, I do. I was just making sure.
What was the other one that you were asking?
Religion.
Oh yeah, no, fuck. Anything requiring intelligence, don't ask.
Okay, well, I picked up nature, so.
None of us have religion.
no disciples of Vitalis here.
Midwinter is the what day of what?
Midwinter is the day between Hammer and Altriac. It's actually not Aethys' birthday yet.
Wait, I thought my birthday was midwinter.
No, you told me that Truth's birthday was going to be the day closest to Christmas, which would actually be the Feast of the Moon. Aethys' birthday is tomorrow.
Oh.
Day after
Then-
midwinter.
Forget I said that.
It is.
Your
weirdly
resurrection
thematic,
day is
though.
right before your birthday, though. That's kind of freaky.
But in any case, Truth bids you all adieu, muttering under his breath, 5,000 gold and he didn't tell us.
For
Yeah.
good reason.
Getting back on his horse.
Kind of glad, too. My blood pressure could not have taken that.
And heading back to Davi's Reach. You are all just... I assume you've left the church at this point.
I could really use a sandwich, if I'm honest.
Let's go to the nearest inn.
Sounds a treat, honestly. Did you say, wouldn't happen to still have my horse, would you?
Well,
DM.
it is probably still at what's
You
the
guys,
name of that
Still
city?
in Davi's reach.
I'm not gonna be heartless and make you guys go all the way back to Davi's Reach. I'm gonna say Truth thought ahead and brought an extra horse with him.
Oh, excellent.
So not Aethys' original horse.
Well, you guys had Aethys' original horse come back with you to Davi's Reach, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So in that
after
case-
that,
I think we probably used the horse to carry.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Matt, what did you name your horse?
Patches.
Marshmallow. That was my horse's name.
I know one of them was real edgy. I don't remember which one though.
Marshmallow Patches. Valgum, was yours edgy?
No, because my war.
I
Whatever
could've swore
dog.
Aethys named his like Shadowfire or something like that.
Shadowheart.
Something.
All black horse. Yes, that's right. Marshmallow was Truth's horse. Shadow something.
Wasn't Shadow
Shadow
Fury?
Steed.
Shadowfire?
Possibly. But Valgum's new war dog is Pifflepop.
Piffle Pop.
I love that so much. So,
Okay, I am retroactively renaming Aethys's all-black horse to Shadowfire, and if that's not what it was before, it is now.
I feel like
Okay.
it is, but I'll check the
I
box.
feel like
some
it's
other time.
close enough.
But
I
in any
like
case-
that. I like Shadowfire.
In any case, so you guys end up going to a nearby inn. It's not exactly a tavern. This place is very, very chaste in its offerings, Shimmertide. So instead of a tavern below the inn, it's mainly just a restaurant.
Cool.
Aethys orders the biggest fucking sandwich he can find.
Well, this place works slightly different from every other restaurant.
oh yeah.
When you walk in, there are at the front several tables, and in the back there are 3 employees in uniform sitting at this very long bar. You don't see any like cookware in the back, but it appears that people at tables have food, so surely they're getting it from the back somewhere. There's a small mark on the ground in front of one of said employees. There's a small like panel of glass that separates them from you that sits on the bar.
Right, quarantine, I forgot.
Well, no, this piece of glass goes all the way down the bar.
Right. They're quarantined
Why?
really well.
You'd have to go up and ask.
Hey, why is your bar covered in this pane of glass that extends the whole length?
Oh, it's part of the enchantment. It's part of the reason why this place has its appeal.
What does it do?
I could show you. Are you a paying customer?
We will
Yes.
be.
Alright.
Do you still have my gold, guys? Did you need to spend it? I don't know how much money we have.
Not to worry, we've got some.
You guys are
Okay.
about 6 times richer than when Aethys died.
Right. I just this doesn't keep track of.
We have
gold spending.
248 gold.
Okay, now step right out to the rest of the world, why don't you?
And 48. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna take a gold, and I take a gold and I put it down. I'll have a drink.
Well, drinks are going to be at the end, but this is a specialty place. We make sandwiches.
Oh, I would love a sandwich.
I'll take 2.
Excellent. What kind of bread do you want them on?
What kind of sandwiches?
What is that bread there with the bits on top?
Oh, that's our urban cheese bread.
For a moment,
Is this just
Isaiah
Subway?
just gets the
Herb
1,000-yard
and
stare.
cheese. What kind of herb and what kind of cheese?
You'll see.
You know what? It doesn't
And
matter. It smells delicious. I'll take that.
You see,
God.
you see this employee pull on these 2 clear gloves, but they sort
Your
of
gloves
glow.
are clear.
They glow with like a slight arcane energy. Then he snaps his fingers, and a foot-long piece of bread appears in front of him.
I've lost my. Isaiah walks out.
Now, what do you call this kind of sandwich? This sort of long, ovular, sort of stretched sandwich. What is this?
Well, it was originally named after a legendary person who helped save Lustror from an evil god. But that name's been lost to time, so we just call it the hero.
The hero.
Now, what would
What
you
is
like
the
on your
name
hero?
of the-
I would like. Oh, is that onion?
It is.
I'll take onions and lettuce. I haven't seen lettuce in years. Tomato. Cutting those neat little slices. How do you do that? Okay, we can stop
Trade
role playing
secret.
Subway now.
Yep.
What is the name of this place called, by the way, David?
I fucking. Sorry, I'm dying too much.
Oh, God, I forgot how much I hate
I want-
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Website.
What is it called, David?
It's called Whoopsie. Isaiah's looking at the sign outside.
No, it's called Yabas.
Fuck you.
Yabus.
Yeah.
Yup.
I actually sometimes forget that you just have chain restaurants in your world because
It's called Gubway, and they're all goblins.
Oh, come on! Gonna give me that speech like 2 days ago. That's going on the restaurant list.
Well, wait, is it Captain G's or Gubway?
No, the restaurant that
Captain
y'all
G's is
started
not
was
the
Captain
only-
G's.
there are a lot
Oh,
of
you're right,
goblin
there's
chains in
Buffalo
this
Wild Wings.
world.
I
Yeah,
feel like goblins are the ones that would open chains.
Fair enough.
because we've also got Orc Bees, we've got What a Bugbear, we've got Taco Hell, we've got the Bard Rock Cafe. We've got KFC, Kenku Fried Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Kinku.
We have a Tabaxi wing place called Catsby's. All right, what? One more before we get back into the game.
McCobolds.
No, there's one. There's one by a beholder named Five Eyes.
Five Eye.
Love it.
All right,
Not as good as Wendigo's, though.
I need to share this document with you guys because I swear that I told
Please.
you all of these before.
You've told us
Yeah.
some. I know that
Pretty
much.
sure I've seen that file before.
There are some that aren't as good, like Chick-fil-A, a Chick-fil-A run by monks. But anyways, so you all get your food. It's not expensive food. They're running a deal right now where you get a foot-long sandwich for only 5 silver. So you guys eat
A whole
for
foot for 5 silver. That's value.
Their campaign slogan: five silver foot long.
yep.
5 silver foot long.
This-
You know, I never thought that in my life that I would experience a Vietnam War flashback.
David,
David.
D&D is an escape. What are you doing?
Oh, anyways.
It
So
just slowly dawned.
Yeah, you were like, I'll take 2, and then he was like, started explaining, and then you were like, I've lost my appetite.
So everyone's got their food. Isaiah's carrying his meat-long football, and
I got one.
oh boy,
I've got one.
let me hear it. Play it on me.
Siren House.
What?
Instead of Firehouse, Siren
Oh,
House.
that's clever. That's clever.
That is clever. And they are steamed sandwiches. It makes sense that water bitches would steam sandwiches.
So while we're adding to the puns, during this lunch, I assume Isaiah and Balgam, you catch Aethys up on the fact that there is apparently some sort of supernatural power at Dusted that was able to break the chains.
Yeah, I got the shit beat out of me like 4 times. First off against Jim the Lich. That was actually his name.
Please,
Jim.
please swallow
Yeah.
your food.
The lich's
Sorry,
name
it's
is
fuck-
Jim. Of
For the love of the
Wolfactor.
weave, just
Jim.
swallow your food before you talk.
I'm
Please.
swallowing.
Does anyone have my tea bag?
I'll get
think
your
one
teabag
of
right
us
here,
does.
boy.
Sure.
Bow, bow, bow.
Someone's
nuts right
gonna
in
search
Aethys'
his bags.
I'm only saying that because I think Isaiah said he picked it up when Aethys died.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, but Valcom's checking his bag because he does not remember.
Isaiah
no
pulls
luck.
out the small tin of tea.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
good. Isaiah got it. That's right.
Aethys, when you open it up, for the first time ever, it actually looks like some's been taken out of it.
What the?
Every
Did
time
someone use this?
every time that you've used it since you were given it, it's always looked to be like self-refilling. It's always looked like it was at its tippy top every time, but this time it looks like there's a pinch right out of the middle.
Who? Someone used my tea.
Well, I do apologize, but we did not expect to get you back.
Come here, look at this. And I show him the tea bag and the hole in the middle. Do you see
Well,
that?
yeah, I took some from it.
Yes, but every time I've ever taken some tea from this tea bag, it's never looked like that. It's always just full.
You mean to tell me it was enchanted before you died?
I don't know if it was enchanted. It was given to me. All I do is add leaves occasionally, but not nearly enough as I pull out. It's always just sort of been a thing I didn't question.
Well,
That's so odd. I've never seen a pinch chicken.
that is.
And I'll
odd.
take some out and sprinkle them in my own little tea swirler and make my hot tea while I'm talking.
Yeah. And like while it's currently open, there's a pinch taken out. But if you close it and open it again, that pinch is gone.
It's just a pinch in the middle.
Yeah.
I suppose it only works for me, Valgum.
I will be right back.
Perhaps. Well, if you wouldn't mind, I would love some tea.
Oh, for sure. And I take it out and swirl it again. Slide it back to him. I let you make it yourself, but I want this to last.
You know, that is fair indeed, and so do I.
I've had this almost as long as I've had the ability to think.
Long time.
Give or take 16 years.
Not that long.
Not for you, I do not think. No.
No, sir.
How old are you, Valgum?
You stop counting after you turn 150.
Oh my.
Jesus
I would-
Christ, 150.
If I had
Who?
to guess, I'm somewhere in the 160s.
You
Oh.
literally stopped counting. Wow. All I know is I am glad I am back. Thank you, my friends. I saw things when I was, well, dead, I guess. Things
kind?
not bad things, quite good things. Do you remember the knight that traveled with us? When first we met the Obsidian Court?
Yes, vaguely. I do not recall his name.
Nobody remembers his name.
Unfortunately.
Wait, hold on. It's been.
1 week since you looked.
It hasn't been a month.
I
You
got
know, from our perspective, it hasn't been a month. What's his name? Because I have keen mind.
His name's Lorenzo.
He was Sir Lorenzo.
Ah, yes, Sir Lorenzo. That was his name.
Yes, Lorenzo. Well, turns out, in my waking death, I found that Lorenzo is not just some knight from Davi's Reach, he is my brother.
Really?
Furthermore, he introduced me to my father, who, through some trickery of the afterlife I could not identify, his face seemed to shift and move with patterns that were not person. They were. I was obscured from seeing him. He tried to explain it, but I sort of dumped it as soon as I heard it. What is important, though, is that he told me that my mother is still alive somewhere. And I'm going to find her. I'm still dedicated to our mission. I will not abandon you, my friends. I would just simply like it added to the to-do list. Save the world, find my mother.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's on the list, as is finding my family.
Well, look, now we all have ties. I
And
pledge to help you with your problems if you'll help me with mine.
then I must admit that there is somebody that I have to find as well.
Well, look at that. We're all on a manhunt.
Well, not
That's the
exactly a manhunt. And I pull out the necklace and show the two of them. I had a very close friend of mine in my druid circle. He was a kinku.
Oh, little bird man. They do seem delightful.
Unfortunately, the day of my clan was killed, I believe he was kidnapped as well.
Kidnapped. So he's still alive?
Yes, I saw a female tabaxi in front of me who seemed to be the orchestrator of the attack, but other than that, I haven't seen her since. And it's been so long, we've got ourselves tied up in so many different situations. I don't know whether or
It
not he
does
is still
seem that
alive.
we owe a lot of people a lot of things, even though none of us ever signed up for that. It's like I've already died for this, and I came back, and here we are, and I'm going to do it again. That's insanity, right? Like, the literal definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
dedication, but also, yes, insanity. Fairly certain
I
dedication
think-
and insanity are synonyms. At least
Well,
I
I
choose to believe they are.
think I quite like being insane, then. If no one else will, I will be.
I don't know about either of you, but I do intend to break these chains.
Hey,
One by one if I must, but eventually they will crumble.
you say that. It seemed that when Jim fell, did you notice a change in the landscape?
Yes, there was actually out towards the ocean. There was a large landmass of just dead bodies, and creating a spire. And it seemed that Jim was controlling the spire, and
And also that the bodies stopped rising once Jim had fallen. Yes?
Yes,
we didn't confirm it, but we can.
we
assume
believe
so.
so.
During the fight, did Jim mention anything about others or them or
Not It's not that I can recall, but when we did defeat him, there was a moment where he was bound by chains that came from the ground, and
Did you hear the voice? Did you hear the king's voice?
the king
Yes.
appeared in front of us and said,
This is just a game to him.
This is just a game and Jim was just a piece. Now something
We-
I saw in my dream makes sense. Each of these pieces we're going to have to remove before we can get to the king. I think that's the game the king intends for us.
"Which really fucking sucks because that's a lot of people we'll have to kill.
I do not like getting my hands dirty, but
If you
play
want, then
by
I
his
will."
game we must. I say we do it on our terms.
How do you suggest that?
Well, when I think of that, I shall let you know.
Where are you guys eating, by the way?
I thought we were still. I just imagined we were still chilling inside.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're
I was just at a
inside.
table.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just like a booth in between bites of sandwich talking about serious shit.
Let me go ahead and roll something real fast.
Can I ask if I have a side of the booth to myself, or am I sitting with someone?
I assume that you're big enough to warrant your own side. But hey, Aethys, could I go ahead and get a perception check?
Absolutely. My good bitch. I have to quickly look up my bonus. That is a +6, so that's 10.
You turn and look out the window for a moment in a lull in the conversation, and you see the very tall figure out in the ocean. And as soon as you look up at it, it turns and meets your gaze.
Oh
And
fuck.
all three of you hear inside your heads, Now wait a minute. That one's dead. Is he up?
My head whips around, trying to find the source.
The
What?
big one in the ocean is looking at me.
Valgum takes another bite of his sandwich.
I hold up a menu between me and the eye.
Now don't ignore me. I know
Shut
for
up.
a fact that I can hear
Go
you,
away.
or I know for a fact you can hear me.
Go away. Shut up. Shut up. Go away.
You see, he's talking now. That one,
Is
that
he?
piece fall.
I didn't notice.
That piece fell over. Why is he back?
We
Our
have
lives are not a
ways.
game for us.
Hey, this is like looking like he's like thinking, and then like he puts the menu down and goes, "I'll have you know, I'm not a piece in anyone's game. I am my own person, forging my own destiny. Thank you."
Right.
Second
Well,
that.
if those are the rules that we play by, I suppose I can do nothing to stop it. I'll just have to
Like
get a
you
little
follow
crafty.
any rules.
Oh, this game has very strict rules, and up until this moment, I didn't think it was possible to break any. I suppose I'll have to get creative with the rules myself.
You will find many more things are possible where I am concerned.
I suppose we'll see in time. And
In
with that,
a way, he never died in your game. He just
Outside interference, let's call it.
he did not
he's-
die to one of your pieces.
I mean, I suppose I see your point. However, it doesn't matter how a piece falls. If my piece had fallen to some other band of adventurers, it would have stayed down. But
In that case, it matters not how they rise, just that they do.
in any
Play
case,
by your rules.
I will see you all soon enough, I'm sure. And with that, Anthos, you see the unblinking
Counting on
eye
it.
turn and look back out to sea.
I stick my tongue out at it.
It doesn't turn to like it doesn't turn to admonish you or anything. It just sort of stays out there.
Yeah. Be scared, bitch. I can't wait till we kill the guy who keeps talking in our heads without our permission. Speaking of, I think I'm a bit rusty. I've been dead for what? Almost a month?
Almost.
More than 2 weeks. I feel different, but good. For some reason. I'm gonna go practice. He looks like really distracted as he gets up and like walks out the door.
Are you all going to be following or
You burning something over there? Is it cardboard?
No.
again?
I really thought we were gonna do the bit again, Matt, but okay.
Everyone is cutting out very badly for me at this moment.
So sorry.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
So Aethys is going to go try to find a place to practice his
I'm
martial
gonna
skills.
go find like a tree to stab a bunch.
Oh, okay.
Just like off on the edge of the town.
You look,
Do like the practice motions in front of it and strike it as if it was the opponent.
yeah, strike it as though it were your rival.
That dirty fucking bastard.
Therius. who
Darius.
Now you know is more of a trickster than he is a seasoned sword fighter as yourself.
Yes, which means that he cheated, meaning I can go back and cheat myself because he already cheated. And I still have the moral high ground. I just need to be able to prove it.
Bit of a skewed perspective, but I won't.
This is just Aethys thinking while he's stabbing.
Yeah.
I know I've already asked it of you once, but Aethys, could you give me a perception roll?
Yes. It is good I have +6. 22.
Towards the outskirts of town, nearby the trees that you've been swiping at, there are two buildings that you know to be in just about every city that you've ever seen in the Realm of Dawn, from Cyteria all the way over here to Lustror. Those buildings being a bounty office and a crier's office. One offers news, one offers a place where bounty hunters can get money. It's a system that's maintained primarily by the Armakiri Kingdom, so you're not sure if the bounty office even still runs at this point, but, you know, it exists.
Mm-hmm.
The town crier is out in front of his office and is quickly scrawling down something on a piece of paper that he's about to attach to a little board that he has outside of his building.
I pause and look at what he's scribbling and wait to see what the sign says.
When he pins it up and walks inside, it reads, Tyrant of Davii Kingdom dead. Chains falling out of the sky in eastern Lustror.
Huh. I'm gonna go into his little place thingy and get like a newspaper, or whatever the equivalent is.
Well, there are several bulletins about the entire world, sort of separated into
What?
bulletin boards. What?
It does. Is something not burning? Were you not burning something?
Is there a problem?
Yeah, it smells like something's burning, and he wasn't. Oh, it was you. Oh, okay.
Y'all have this
Okay.
for a moment.
Just making sure.
So when you walk in, he's sitting at this human man is sitting at a desk in the middle of the room, but all around him, there's a sign in front of his desk that says, "Feel free to look. Do not take any of the bulletins." But each wall has a bulletin board that's sort of related to the happenings of a specific continent or kingdom.
Can I just take like all this information?
Take a what?
Like an hour or two?
Yeah.
Just to like commit this to memory.
Is there any particular place that you're looking at, or?
No, that's why I want to take an hour or two. I want to look at the whole map.
Okay.
Everything.
So, Lustror, they, have a couple of notes.
Yep, I'm gonna be writing this down. Don't worry.
Okay. In Lustror, there is documentation all the way to when, quote unquote, the Cursed One was building up his zombie army on the shores of Lustror. There is note of someone that they call the Headless One, or not the Headless One, the Mindless One, excuse me. The Mindless One, who apparently wanders into cities, fucks shit up, and then leaves.
Hold on. Too fast.
Okay.
Mindless One. Destroys cities.
Not necessarily destroys, but basically just walks around doing whatever the fuck he wants, and anytime that city guards try to intervene, they end up feeling the weight of about 3 minotaurs behind every fist. Just unholy amounts of strength in this man.
Okay. Very destructive. Leaves cities in the wake of destruction. Extremely strong. And apparently mindless. Okay, next.
In Dusted, there's the news of the
Wait.
chain
Where was
being
the
shattered.
Mindless One? I didn't write that down. Where was it?
It's just across the Armakiri Kingdom. There's no specific spot. And there are just like multiple bulletins that are just like Mindless One spotted in Shilnahar and to fuck shit up there.
All right. In Dusted now.
Dusted, there's the news of the chain breaking. On the third
Right.
anniversary of the chains coming down, it was stated that some screaming came from the shores of Dusted, followed by a very large, pure white beam of energy that severed the chain. It fell down, and then a chain popped right back in its place.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bulletin from the capital of the Armakiri Kingdom, Elalun, that reads the assassins of the Armakiri Queen have been spotted off the coast of Lustror. All sailors are to be very vigilant.
Off the coast of Lustror. What cities?
Well, this capital or this bulletin comes out of Elalun, but it was stated that their ship was spotted in or off the coast of Relthian and Dusted, like somewhere between the two.
Okay. And that was the what now?
Sorry, what?
What was cited?
Relthian and Dusted, those two cities. It was
They cited the Queen's assassin.
Oh yeah, the Queen's assassins. They say plural.
What's happening around Dusted? Perhaps they're linked. I would like to find out. Is that on the way to Shimmertide? We are in Shimmertide. Where are we going? Stagcall, yes. We're going to Belden, to Backdoor, right? That's our plan?
Yeah.
Belden has a couple of bulletins as well.
Okay.
The big two are sorry, give me 2 seconds while I pull up my notes.
Yep.
The big two bulletins are one is an obituary for the king / emperor of the Snowdown Kingdom. One Gloriosa Snowdown.
R.I.P. the dream.
Stated to be a very powerful man who had eyes everywhere and was loved by a lot of his kingdom. If not everyone, a lot of people personally enjoyed having him be king.
Perhaps that's an angle we could play. Anything else on Belden?
Yes. After and one last thing about that obituary. It does not state a cause of death.
Alright.
From there, sorry, I'm gonna have to stop talking for a second to try to find the thing. But in the meantime, I could give you the one bulletin from Soteria. Soteria. I know how to say my own things.
Okay.
So the one thing that I can give you from there is there's a across all the or away from all the advertisements for the casino in the city of Holden, which you never personally visited. You found a single note that says that the Kinsey monks have a new grandmaster.
No. What?
Yes. The previous Grandmaster was claimed to be quote unquote too unfit to continue his duties. Grandmaster Aranan, if you remember, is stated as being
fondly.
ousted.
Ousted?
Yes, he ousted's a wrong one. He was removed for not being able to maintain a control on the place, and his position was given to a elder of the monastery, someone who knew the Kinsei ways very well, if not better than Aranan. They now have the Grandmaster Therius.
Oh, that bastard.
And where is the thing? I built all that up and I still can't find the goddamn. Did I put it in D&D assets? That folder, maybe? I don't even care about making dead air right now. I'm just trying to find this thing. I'll cut out anything that doesn't need to be there.
Alright, this is pretty good. What am I missing? Just a piece of news from Belden?
A single piece of news from Belden, yes.
Okay.
There's other stuff that
Doesn't seem important.
that either doesn't seem important or is just kind of stuff that you expect.
Right.
Bands of tabaxi causing chaos over in Sinnes. Who gives a shit? More disappearances in Akron that can't be like cited to any one particular criminal. Things like that.
Okay.
Is it the gang.pst? No, it's not.
Okay, well, we can move on. I'm going to go see what my party has been doing for the past couple of hours.
Yeah. I'll give you the information when I find it.
Okay.
Basically, all it was me telling you the name of the new king of Belden, the person who succeeded Glorioso. That basically all it said was, "Oh yeah, this human man says that he's going to bring prosperity and expansion to the Snowdown Kingdom." This was roughly 3 years ago.
Like Glorioso did. Okay.
So, from there,
After writing all of this down in my journal, I go to find my party.
okay, and you find your party where exactly, Valgum and Isaiah?
Personally, Velgum is gonna try to find a library. Isaiah, you're welcome to come along if you'd like, but I get the
No,
feeling
thanks.
books are
Books
not
aren't
your
my thing.
Sorry,
Well,
that was perfectly timed.
it was. Well, meet up later.
Yep. Be safe.
Galden. King Galden Snowdown of the Snowdown Empire.
Galen.
Galeden.
Gotcha.
Isaiah's more interested in doing a little bit of exploring.
Okay, so I will need investigation checks from both of you to see if you are successful in your specific outings.
Yes.
Investigation.
All right.
He said investigation.
Yeah, Or if you're just like wondrously meandering, it'd be like perception.
Well,
I'd much
that's
rather use perception.
that's a 15 for my investigation.
Woof, that's a bonus.
That is a 13 for a perception check.
Okay. Starting with Valgum, you have a difficult time coming across a proper library, but you do find a small shrine that has stairs going down. It is a shrine to something called the Force of Knowledge.
Force of knowledge.
You know of the fundamental element, or not elemental, but the fundamental forces of nature, and you know one of them to be the force of knowledge, an entity similar to like a demigod or an angel of that sort of prerogative. This one residing over the entirety of humanoid knowledge. The simple shrine is a small obelisk with a book wide open at its tip, with a spiral staircase leading down into the ground below it.
I'll take a look at that book real quick before I proceed down the stairs.
Sure. There is a small staircase that you see followers typically go up and down to look at this thing, because it's at the very top of the obelisk, so it's like 40 feet in the air.
Gotcha.
So
Going up then.
when you climb up, it sort of tilts before you even get to it to make it to where it's more readable for you.
I see.
And as you lay your fingers on it, words begin to appear in you're a gnome, right?
Yes.
In Gnomish.
Oh, fun. My native tongue.
Is there any particular information that you seek?
Just like beyond the material plane, just kind of want to see if I can research anything about this Obsidian Court, if it's ever been mentioned in the Realm of Dawn.
When you think this to yourself and begin flipping through pages, you can't find anything about like the King of Obsidian. Instead, every time that you think about it, you either get redirected to a small passage about the kings that Lustor has had over the years, about obsidian that they pull out of the ground, just
Gotcha.
things that are widely unrelated.
Yo, my food has hit me some type of way. I gotta use the restroom, but I'll be listening.
So then I'm gonna think about the Alabaster King.
Again, this doesn't result in anything too different. You get a small article about the King of Davii. You get a small little, weirdly like almost a tabloid article of how a person named Anatoly Armakir was supposed to lead the Armakiri kingdom to greatness, but vanished. Just overall,
right.
nothing too exciting.
Gotcha. Then my thoughts will shift towards Belden, towards history of Belden.
Sure. When you look through this, you see articles about certain towns and how they formed. You see a small set of articles about the Snowdown Kingdom, about how it formed and how it was claimed to be the kingdom of gods, given it had literal divine intervention. You see one article about the lives of a group that started a city called Misery towards the center of Belden. Is there any particular like specific thing about Belden that you're looking up, or just general stuff?
General stuff, lay of the land. We're doing things in Belden, but I've forgotten what we're actually doing out of character. I
Well,
am not
keen
smart.
mind.
Yeah, keen mind.
This is why you got it, so that I wouldn't have to make you roll history.
Right.
Your mission is basically to try to infiltrate the Snowdown Kingdom.
The Snowdown. So that did sound right. So more about the Snowdown Kingdom then, focusing, narrowing my search.
Yeah, your mission was about infiltrating the Snowdown Kingdom to see if you can end the war against the Davii Kingdom on that side, because it seems like the Davii Kingdom can't exactly win it from bare force sort of situation.
That's what we were doing.
But so you look into the Snowdowns, and they sort of have had a long history in northern Belden.
No.
Since what was first called the Expansion, when people of Lustror and the sort of island nations around Lustror became aware of Belden's existence, it was settled, with several cities pointing their original inception to that original influx of the settlers. People like the ones from Misery that sought to just make a living and, sort of tame the frontier. And
Gotcha.
one such city that claims to have been created all that time was the Snowdown city of, get ready for this, Dordashid.
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 All right.
It's a city in the mountains that was originally dwarven, but human settlers came along, and it says, or the article claims, that through divine means they convinced the dwarves to take South Belden. And so Northern Belden's been primarily human. South Belden has been primarily dwarf, with cities in between, like Mitterberg, sort of being myths. And cities like Misery being a good place for just about anyone to visit. Ironically, the name was apparently ironic. You have no idea why anyone would actually choose the name Misery. But in any
Yeah, why
case,
would they choose Misery? That's
with all the
unpleasant
information
name.
that you managed to gather, also the divine intervention thing that I was talking about.
Yes, reading more into that.
One of the princes of Belden was known as Glorioso Snowdown, who was not a human. Both of his parents were human, but he ended up being an Aasimar. And when he took the throne, he was considered the most prosperous king that the Snowdown Kingdom had seen. Pretty much tripling production of everything in Belden. And once all was said and done, he went down in history as one of the better kings to have blessed a throne in the Realm of Dawn.
I see.
There's a lot of royals that are out there right now that try to imitate what he did for success. Which,
And not many of them are doing it right.
yeah, especially since some of the things that he did were leave to go to Akron to schmooze for a new wife, and also had his eyes ripped out.
That's fun.
It was said that by the end of his adventures in Akron, he had 4 eyes, 2 of them rotating his head.
Oh god.
But yeah, so you learn pretty much everything that you need to. Anytime that I'm going to require an intelligence check about the Snowdowns, I'm going to give you an advantage.
Sounds good.
And now,
Write
over
that down.
to Isaiah, who I have neglected long enough. Isaiah, you are wandering around, not in search of anything in particular, right?
Nope. Seeing the sights, this is probably about as far as I've ever been in my life, honestly.
Well,
So, seeing as we're not exactly, while we are on a tight schedule, I kind of want to take some time to just kind of take in the sights.
yeah, see the sights, I get you. Well, once it's clear that Valgum intends to stay at this obelisk for way longer than you'd be comfortable with, you turn around and begin wandering and perusing the other sort of temples and shrines and whatnot. And before you get very far, there is a woman who almost looks like a hag. Not like the hag that almost killed you guys back in the Feywild, but she does not look great. And she says, "You, I've seen your face."
Funnily enough, I don't recall yours.
No, I've seen in vision.
Vision of what?
Come here to shrine. I show you.
All right. Hopefully, it's some sort of robbery trick. I'm more capable than you think.
You big man. I'm not stupid.
Then I'll follow you.
She leads you towards this area it's behind the shrine of the Force of Time. This very large shrine of basically a sandstone hourglass that every hour seems to flip due to its own weight,
Oh wow.
and the sand inside just ticks away from there. And she is behind the thing, and she has this small orb set up that's sort of just like floating over the floor. She says, "I see your face in this. You have bird, yes? Bird friend?"
He immediately grabs her shoulders.
Ah! I didn't hear that last part.
Show me.
Ah, you want see bird friend.
Yes. Where is he? Do you
I
know
s-
exactly where they are?
I know not where he is, but I know who has.
Did you?
She then looks to the orb and gestures her hands over it. And at first she says, "This what I first see of you." And you see the moment in time all those years ago where you met eyes with a tabaxi woman, her cold, sort of like whitish eyes with this hazy mist covering them, staring directly into yours before darting into the trees that were on fire. And she says,
Tabaxi.
"This woman take everything from you. I know not where she is, but I know your friend's safe, and I know someone who know her." And
What's her name?
she gestures her hand over the orb again, and you see the inside of a wooden structure. Someone sitting at a desk, a figure with a very long beak cracked into place, who sits idly by. She says, "You must find a man named Basilisk.
Bascus.
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
He knows.
Basilisk.
He knows the one that you seek."
Where could I find this basilisk?
"I know not exactly. I know he in Armakiri Kingdom."
In the Kiri Kingdom. Good. Anything else you could tell me?
"I cannot. But I know you've suffered a lot for this world. And this is my thanks to you, fortune."
I take out a gold piece and tell her, and simply just say thank you and leave.
She pushes it back to your hand and says, "No. Information was gift for you. Others I make pay. But you," and she waves her hand over the orb again, and it shows the spire of flesh falling into the water. "You do great things for us. And I'm sure you will again."
Thank you for your vote of confidence. I'll be sure to let my party know.
She simply gives a nod before motioning back over her orb and sort of looking. And if you try to look at it now, all you see is just incomparable, or not incomparable, but incomprehensible, like blurs of light that are shining directly into her eyes. And she's going, "Oh, interesting." So, eventually, you all manage to find your way back together outside of, well, I assume outside of Yabus.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Sure. We'll meet at the sub shop.
Yubzom.
Yeah.
Gobway.
And
Yabus.
you guys have a lot of information to share, so I will be right back while you share it. Stay.
Well, gentlemen, it seems like we got a little bit of talking to do. So, Professor, if you'd like to start.
Oh, yes, I went to the Shrine of Knowledge and, well,
Yes.
tried my best to find something about the Obsidian Court, anything really. There's no mention of them in the Realm of Dawn. They're definitely outsiders of sorts.
Wonderful.
Well-
That complicates things.
For sure, for sure. This is, it does. But I also read up on Belden and the Snowdowns and, anything that we should need to know when we're there. I should be able to recall just fine. I also read a little bit about a lovely little town called Misery.
That
Oh,
is,
that
an,
sounds like a lovely place.
that is an odd name for a town that is supposedly lovely.
Oh, apparently it's, ironic. It's an ironic name where it's actually a lovely town with a unlovely name. Lord knows why, but
You guys have finished exchanging information, I assume?
Not quite.
No.
Oh. Okay.
I have learned quite a bit about quite a bit, and I have written all of it down. Let me just give you the cliff notes. In Dusted, a chain fell and was immediately replaced. I also saw this in my waking death. I believe that is a place for us to find more about how to maybe resist these people and play the game our way. In between the city of Relthian and Dusted, the Queen's assassins were spotted. Around the same time, the Dusted chain fell.
Anyone who was in Lustror, anyone who was in Lustror before the campaign started can roll history with advantage to know if they know who the Queen's assassins are. To anyone else, this is just stories that they've heard.
What?
Yeah, this is just stories that I've heard because I was out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
fairly
you were
certain
just,
I'd have been in Lustre at the time, or I could have been on that mission. I don't know.
well,
Right,
that mission
Aethys
was
is Satyrian.
your, that mission was like around that time because you saw the thing in the sky. So
Yeah,
you guys don't explicitly know who the Queen's assassins are. You just heard that the Queen got assassinated and it was out in the ocean.
Queen Anya.
Queen Anya Armakiri. Or Armakir.
Right.
Funnily enough, I did see, believe it or not, I did see a ship fly over Akron, but
You saw a ship fly.
Yeah,
with
it's
my
impossible, Valgum.
well, apparently not. I saw it with my own eyes.
Interesting.
Holy hell.
Well, if you'll let me continue down my list here.
Go
There are disappearances in Akron, though that's more of the same. Apparently, one such beast-like gem called the Mindless One has been wandering the Armakiri Kingdom, destroying small parts of cities and leaving destruction in his wake. Apparently, he's very strong. There's a new king of Belden, but we knew that. Glorioso Snowdown was the old king. New one has promised prosperity and expansion. He's a warmonger. We'll go with that. Also, found out there's a casino in Holden, in Soteria, where I was raised, and I didn't know that. Thought that was interesting. Also, the dumb bitch who thought he could beat me in a sword fight, Therius, is apparently the Grand Master of my old order.
Harsh.
It seems like foul play to me. There
Does
was
sound like foul play.
no one more skillful than my old Grand Master, and I know Therius couldn't even beat me in a fair fight, let alone him. Something is going on. And I will find out what.
Where are you from again, Aethys?
Soteria, the small island nation.
The island nation of Tieflings.
Mostly tieflings, demon folk, but there's some
I
others
see.
spread in there.
Perhaps we shall have to make our way there at some point.
It is
Yeah.
lovely, and it's very tranquil, as opposed to what most people would think about Demonkin.
Yeah, particularly in the northern city of Hafenfrost, the city in which the Order of the Kinsei are associated with.
But that is essentially all I have found.
Well,
So,
perhaps we should make our way to Dusted. We're going to need a
Dusted?
ship anyway, and it is a port town.
and I would like to speak with these people that destroyed the chain over Dusted. They must have also seen the Queen's assassin, so perhaps finding the people that destroyed the chains is our best bet.
Perhaps.
Imagine the type of
Yeah,
power.
from the assassins.
Or for what reason?
Well, maybe they hold some sort of information about the Queen that we didn't know prior.
I'm certain I don't want to run into somebody with the power to disrupt the queen.
Yeah, true. I think that wouldn't be the
That
smartest
does seem
idea.
a bit out of our current reach. But I do like the idea of going to Dusted. Does that sound good to you, Isaiah?
Yeah, that seems like a fine place to
Same-
go. All
seems
I'm
like-
worried about is whether or not we actually go into the Armakiri Kingdom, which I believe we are.
I mean, you're currently
We are in
Armakiri
the
Kingdom.
Armakiri Kingdom.
We should be fine.
I've got somebody to find first here before we can move out, but hopefully it shouldn't take too long.
Who
Do you
must
know
you find?
whereabouts?
Um, it's a Kenku man by the name of Basilisk.
Basilisk. Do you have a town, or is he simply somewhere within the
He
kingdom?
is somewhere
Well,
within the Armakiri Kingdom.
Literally anyone who isn't Isaiah can try to roll history to see if that name sounds familiar.
Sure. I got history.
That's flat roll for me. 10.
Uh,
So you don't
18.
so you don't quite know. Oh, Valgum, you got an 18?
Yes.
You know for a fact that for let's see, how many years has it been? How many years? 1356, you guys are currently in 1504. So, for more than 200 years, you have heard of, or you've known that for 200 years now, there was a Kenku man named Basilisk who was the world's premier assassin. Literally the strongest murderer in the entirety of the world. And you're not quite sure how, but his name has popped up throughout history way longer than a Kenku's lifespan is.
This, that is wholly unnatural, his lifespan. He's been around for at least a couple hundred years.
Oh, jeez, he sounds like a real great guy.
Kenku don't normally live that long.
So he's magically imbued. Excellent.
Or Basilisk is
possibility.
simply a title and is passed on.
That is also a possibility.
He knows the whereabouts of the female tabaxi who basically killed my entire clan.
So the
So-
world's foremost assassin knows where you need to go, and you think we can find him.
He is somewhere within this kingdom.
We do not have the time to search an entire kingdom.
Maybe we'll get lucky, but
That sounds
hey,
so
this
fair.
is
Maybe
right.
we will get lucky, but I will find this man eventually.
And I will help you do it, but as of right now, we have more important matters to tend to.
We will
It is
definitely keep our
Not
eyes
just
out.
our lives that are impacted by our actions now. We are knights of a kingdom.
You're right. My best friend is still out there. They're safe, but I still don't know where they are. And I still
We
have
will
to find them.
them. We will find them. We'll find everybody we're looking for. My family, Isaiah's family.
It is hard to know where to look for your family, but not have the ability to go there due to prior commitments. I would like nothing more than to leave on a boat right now to Soteria and go find my mother, but there are more things than us at play.
These matters are pressing. We will find them eventually.
So,
Maybe we'll be.
sorry, continue.
Maybe we'll get lucky. Upon our travels, we'll find them.
I'll still be keeping an eye out.
Always.
Absolutely. Whenever we're in the Armakiri Kingdom, we should search the alleys and the dark places where criminals go to see if there's any mention of the basilisk. Perhaps a recent movement to give us more of a clue of where to look.
Yeah.
And I do not know if tabaxi are common in these parts, but I do not think they are. So, sighting of a tabaxi woman might be a big clue. Come, Shadowfire, we ride.
You guys are heading out tonight?
Alright, do you want to stick around one more night?
I mean, we still got the rooms, don't we?
Yes.
You didn't pay for rooms here, did you?
I mean, so we could buy rooms
You can buy
Yeah.
rooms.
if you want. One last night on a soft bed before we get out into the shit.
It is a holiday.
It
It is a holiday. Oh, and tomorrow is my birthday.
So we'll wake up in a nice, fresh bed on your birthday. And I
Best
clap
thing
and I clap Athos on the back and head to the nearest inn.
I'm glad I was alive on my birthday. Imagine spending a birthday dead.
It doesn't sound pleasant.
Nope. Good night, Falco.
Good night, Aethys.
Fellas.
Good
So,
night, Isaiah.
you guys pay 15 silver to have your rooms.
No, we pay 1 gold and 5 silver. Thank you.
Sorry. You
I
guys.
forgive you.
I mean, if you want to get brutally technical, no, because you fucking gave them 2 gold and they gave you 5 silver change. Fucking asshole. Anyways. You guys get your.
Fuck you! I give the 5 silver back as a tip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, all right, we got a
Yeah.
big guy here. All right,
Uh-huh.
big tipper.
yeah. Come at me.
All right.
Big
So-
tip, huh? You got a big tip.
I
All
got a
right, all
big
right.
mushroom
All
tip
right.
for
So
you.
that brings your silver back down to 0. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Only gold allowed in this bag.
Told you, DM.
So. But actually, no, because when you wake up, they give it back to you saying that they don't take tips. Anyways.
But actually, I leave it on the dresser in the morning when I leave with a note that says, "Yes, you do. Now take it, or it's gonna get thrown away."
God damn it. all right. You so insist on paying an extra 5 gold or 5 silver. But in any case, you guys wake up on the 1st of Altriac. It is Aethys's birthday. I believe this makes him technically
20.
23, but
Right.
I won't get you into semantics. So you guys prep yourselves for riding. You figure it's going to be roughly 6 days to Dusted.
Yep.
Should probably buy some rations.
Oh, are we low?
Well, you got 13 days worth.
Then
I
we can
think
wait
we're
until-
good.
Yeah.
Right. As it is my birthday, I would like to buy a
Oh.
meat pie.
Really?
Yes, for Isaiah
Ow.
and for Valken.
Ah.
And I myself shall have a sweet roll.
So after it is his birthday and he demands only the finest. He ends up spending a whopping 5 gold on breakfast today.
Big money, big money. Only the finest, though.
I mean, hey, it's Aethys we're talking about here. He didn't even know what money was a couple days ago.
Right.
True.
I suppose that's not entirely true. He did have his winnings, but in any case,
Yeah, he just didn't know how much they were worth.
he spends lavishly. You guys eat a very, very good breakfast, and you ride. Go ahead and move. Oh, sorry. You got something else?
I was just gonna say, Isaiah, might I get some of that honey on my sweet roll?
Oh, yeah. And he tosses the flask to Aethys.
And Aethys just upends it and watch it drip for like a solid minute before it finally drips off and stoppers it and hands it back. Viscous today.
How much honey is in
Usually
that
is.
flask? Or is it endless?
It's not endless, but at this moment, I'd say it's about half empty.
About half
Perfect.
empty. I should restock it soon, but it's not difficult to collect honey.
It is a slightly colder day than it was yesterday, so.
You never thought about having your own bees to make your own honey?
Yeah, I've thought about bees don't exactly come naturally to me.
Aethys, or not Aethys, Isaiah, you remember the.
Something to look into. Oh. Yeah, disconnect.
Yeah, go ahead and rejoin.
Whoa.
Isaiah, you remember the bees that the druids in your circle used to have. That they were the ones who supplied you with your honey initially, and you particularly didn't care for the bees because you tended to be a little rough and get stung, and then smash up the beehives, and it was a whole thing. But
Yeah, they usually didn't like me being in the fucking hive. Centers,
you
but-
appreciated them from a distance and what they could make, but you didn't really
Yeah.
want to be near them.
Bit of a klutz.
It's alright. I believe we can overcome that, perhaps.
One way or another. Either way, it doesn't really bother me.
Fair enough.
All right. So, someone, it can't be Andrew this time. Someone move the token and roll you a dice.
How many tiles a day do we move?
On
since we have the
horses,
cart, it's
2.
3. But do we have the cart? still?
No, we just have horses.
Okay, so it's only 2.
Diagonals count, so. Yeah. Just riding along the coast.
I am here.
And who's gonna roll up?
Oh,
No, it can't. Or it can't be Ender.
why
Well,
not?
I said it couldn't be him because he wasn't here. It can be now.
Oh, okay.
I always do it first. 25.
Woo! It's an event, baby. Sure hope it's someone that kills us.
I'm ready for it this time.
This time it's 2 scorpions.
This time I'll chop their fucking tails off. Eat them.
Oh. Aethys eating meat? What? What?
He would never.
Sorry, your DM got abducted because he apparently made dinner wrong.
God, what an idiot DM.
Gosh. Make dinner right next time.
Yeah, I should try that.
Speaking of dinner, when are we taking our break?
We typically
Like 15 minutes?
yeah, we'll go ahead and break in 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's a little early, but that's fine. Just means the second has to be a little longer. Or the break will be longer, depending on when we get back. Anyways, so you guys are traveling along, riding along the coast, and you see a man sort of in the center of the trail that you're riding on, wearing a long, flowing blue robe. It's not Truth, you can tell, because this man is significantly taller. And from a distance, he's just holding out his hands. Hello?
That
Somebody on the-
seems like a bad
Huh?
idea to approach.
Well, don't know what it is yet, though. Could just be a hitchhiker.
I seriously doubt that's a hitchhiker. Do you really want to investigate it?
I mean, I'm probably the sturdiest, so I can go out there and check.
Is it moving at all?
No, he's planted in one specific spot and has lowered his hands since you all have slowed to a crawl to
I turn
sort of
and look at
talk.
him and wave.
After a moment, he waves back.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go see what he wants.
When you start speeding up again, he does hold out his arms again, and once you get close enough, he says, "You're going the wrong way. You're not gonna want to go this direction.
Why is that?
Following the coast of the Armakiri Kingdom is a very bad idea. You should
Why?
probably cut through the mountains instead."
Why?
Why?
I can't explain. I just can tell you it's unsafe.
Well, that's very helpful. Not. Anyways, excuse us and goodbye. And Isaiah trots forward.
No, you can't. He's with you too. He's with you too, isn't he? You can stop him, right?
Up, look at this. Up, I'm getting further down the path.
No,
no.
stop. You're gonna.
Well, either tell us why or we're gonna have to get going.
I don't know what else.
Danger
to tell you.
abounds. It's very dangerous up here, fellas. I don't know if it's quite safe.
Well, Valgrim, I suppose we should join him in the danger.
That we should.
Hold up! Save some danger for me. And I skip on ahead forward to him.
No, no, no. Ugh.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself, and then I'm gonna follow.
3 more souls lost, he says before slowly trudging back toward Shimmertide.
Oh, you shouldn't have been fucking oblique, idiot.
Oblique?
Yeah,
You mean vague?
Yeah, babe.
like one of them goddamn
I'm
squares.
an idiot. Sorry. Wrong word.
I like oblique though. It's a good word.
So yeah. Though the rest of your day happens and no such danger to be expected.
What an idiot. Honestly.
But nighttime does begin to set in real quick. So I forget. Do you guys have the alarm spell now? That's typically the solution to this.
I
Valgrim got it
don't
in a
have
scroll.
alarm yet.
Got it in a scroll.
Oh, I got it in a scroll?
Yeah, you
Believe
got
you
that
did.
one and a second one as well.
Alarm. I got alarm. I know I got.
I know that you got healing word and animate dead. But I
word.
believe the very first one that you got was alarm.
Oh, maybe I did get alarm. I just don't have it on. I didn't write it down on this.
I
This
think you
newest.
actually got alarm from the stupid fucking dungeon.
Alarm is.
Yeah, the
that is
Dungeon
a,
of Misery. Yep.
Yeah, I remember
Or
that
Dungeon
dungeon.
of Anguish or whatever I called it.
I gotta find out if it's a ritual or not.
It is.
Okay, then as a ritual, I will cast it because I don't have it prepared.
Right?
You can't cast ritual spells you don't have prepared.
Well,
you have to
like
have them prepared to ritual cast. It's
Thought
okay.
you
We'll
did.
just keep watch tonight.
Well,
what?
who's gonna
Hold on. Let me look this up. Because I could have swore you did.
Maybe you're right.
Okay, spell casting.
I don't know off the top of my head. I was with Andrew.
I'm looking it up.
In a
Ritual.
shit.
Certain spells. Rituals. They can be cast following the normal rules, or the spell can be cast as a ritual. Ritual of a spell takes 10 minutes longer than normal to cast. It also doesn't expend a spell slot. Just have the feature that grants an ability to do so. Oh, no. The caster must have the spell prepared on his or her list of spells known, unless the caster's ritual feature specifies otherwise, as the wizard's does.
Oh, as the Wizards does. Okay.
I don't think
Wizards got a thing? Cool.
I'm taking a look in my
Yes. Wizards do not need to have spells prepared to ritual cast.
Alright, neat.
So in that case, I will be ritual casting alarm.
I know that little rule. That makes wizards even better. Oh!
Game froze. Alright. So, in the night, you guys are resting, and Valgum, you hear a ring, 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 ring inside your head.
I'm gonna sit myself up and look out the tent. Peek my head out.
You see that your tent door is actually open, and
Uh-oh.
small figure is currently got one hand on a small coin pouch on its belt, and the other one inside of your personal bag.
Hey, get out of my bag.
Ah! He shouts before letting go of both of the things that he's holding in both hands and quickly sprinting out of your tent. You see him dart out into the trees and
Can I try to...
uh-oh.
Let's see.
Do you have hold person?
No, but I'm gonna cast mold earth in front of him to try to make the terrain more difficult for him to try to...
Ooh, do what he did to me. Do what Therius did to me.
What was that?
It's going to
Make me sink into the earth and then hold me there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that with mold earth.
He does not succeed his athletics check to get out of the way. So, very quickly, with a flick of your wrist, remembering everything about the spell, you see
Easy.
the earth sink beneath him, and the earth to his side sort of move into place like a mosh pit, keeping him pinned. And
I'm gonna wake the others up as well.
poking up, just going.
Yeah, alarm wakes all of us up.
Oh, does it? Okay.
If you
the
specify, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
I've
I
got my
didn't-
war pick brandished.
and then gonna go out in front of him.
Upon closer inspection, this is a small goblin. It appears there's a slight difference in Lustror goblins, at least in the clans. The other ones that were trying to trick you with a boulder, from a distance looked like they had these very long, pointy ears and deep green skin. Over here, they're more earth toned and have like shorter but still pointy ears.
Now, why were you trying to get into my bag?
You look like you have money.
Tent invader.
Now, I'm not one who likes to discriminate against anyone, but come on. You're playing right into the goblin stereotype.
Fuck you. Me need money.
How much money do you need?
He looks down as though he was counting on his fingers, and then he goes, "Oh, right.
What do you need the money for?
We want big sword."
Ooh, that
Yeah,
sounds
that's
fun.
fair.
A big sword will probably cost you about 10 gold.
Yeah, that much.
Okay, well, where are you going to buy this sword?
I didn't think that far ahead, but
Isaiah
you-
leans over to Aethys and says,
You're really gonna let a goblin buy a sword?
What's wrong with that? I
What
believe
is
if you
your
want
name?
Everything. Look at it. It is a goblin.
What is your name, young goblin?
something.
Something.
No,
Well, it is something.
something. SUMFIN.
Something.
Something.
Okay.
something.
Are you looking to be an adventurer of sorts, or what are you looking to do?
I want to have big sword.
As the noble goal, indeed. I show him my sword.
Oh, fancy sword.
Not a
Not
big
big,
sword,
no.
but it is fancy, yes. How big do you want your sword to be? Like a great sword?
Oh, sword that I get will be very great. Yes.
Well,
How
How
you
about-
looking-
how about you come with us to Dusted and we'll buy you a sword there?
Roll persuasion, because he is currently.
Can
in the
I
ground.
actually cast friends on or charm person first?
Oh, okay.
Isaiah
was
once
happening.
again leans over.
You're really gonna invite a party into the goblin into the party?
Now,
Hey, give
not
him a
everything you hear about goblins is true. But
Well,
yes, there are a
I'm
lot
trying to
of weight.
be.
I'm not gonna say I told you so, but if shit goes down, I told you so.
You know what? I'm not gonna do that because he'll just know I casted it after an hour. So I'll just roll that persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm not proficient, so 12.
So he's able to see your intent with his check. Are you being sincere in saying that you'll lead him to Duststead?
Yeah, I'm not trying to gank him. This is just trying to do something nice.
He goes, okay.
Don't worry, friend. We'll get you a huge sword.
Oh,
But you have to promise me one thing.
yeah.
I am a knight of a distant kingdom. Have you heard of the land of davii?
It that way, yeah. And he points east.
Yes. In
Yeah,
davii, there are a noble band of knights, and we uphold truth and justice and honor. We do good for the world, not bad. Can you promise me once you get your good big sword, you'll use it to do good? Save other goblins who need help?
Oh yeah, I help other goblins.
Do good things, not bad.
Yeah, I help
Make
other
sure
goblins.
that helping other goblins doesn't come at the detriment of other people that aren't goblins.
Yeah, I help goblins.
You also help other people too.
Fine.
Help everybody.
Be a hero, goblin.
And we'll get you started on a bounty too. I believe Dustin has a bounty office. You can kill and do good.
Oh.
Exactly. So
It's the
come with
most
us.
fun you'll ever have.
So
And I pull him up onto the back of Shadowfire.
So yeah.
David, can I just say I love your goblin? Like anytime you have to do a goblin, little Grimpy.
No,
Not
it's a little
Grimpy.
grape.
Little Grape. Grimpy was another goblin.
Yeah.
So Balgam, you go back to your tent to see what exactly he was after, and sure enough, he was trying to pick from your coin purse, and he had dropped his own coin purse.
I'm going to return him his coin purse. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to return him his coin purse.
Sorry, y'all, 2 seconds.
I don't feel just because he said he's going to do good warrants we give him extra money for trying to steal from us.
No. If he doesn't try to kill us the whole way to Duststead, not once,
Then yes. But
I have to see that he's true to his word and will do good though.
Yeah, he won't kill anybody.
for now for now though he will get his coin purse back.
And food. And safe travel.
And food. Safe travel, safe travels with people and all that. We're going to prove to him that the world doesn't.
We really do be adopting goblins though.
Yes.
Are we?
Yes,
Not-
for the
not for
time
long.
being. This is a temporary party member until we get to Duststead.
It's okay, we're about to go on break anyway.
Okay, I'm back. Anyways, so when you go to give him back his coin purse, he says, you guys say you buy me sword. I don't want those anymore. They're not even gold. Don't care.
Oh.
What is in this coin purse?
When you pop it open and look inside, it contains 5 little coins, 5 platinum coins.
Oh my god!
Don't tell him!
See.
He's just like, they look bad. They're not gold. Don't care.
Well, don't worry, friend. We'll make sure that you get your sword.
I forget. Did we already take rations for this day? Yeah, we did because it started at 14 when y'all left.
Okay.
All right. So before we continue with travel, so you guys were traveling.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what cursed us, David.
So you guys were traveling. You picked up nothing.
Something.
No,
Something.
something. That's right. Nothing's brother. Anyways,
Something and nothing.
you guys picked up something, and he is journeying with y'all to Duststead to buy a cool sword.
Their older brother Everson.
So it is the 2nd of Altriok when y'all wake up.
It is the 2nd of Altriok.
It's blasted cold.
Let me see real fast if it's gotten colder or warmer. Nah, it isn't that much colder than it was before. It's sort of warming up a little bit. You guys are in the tail end of winter, so it's cold but not bitterly so.
Yeah, no, this is just old man grumbling about cold season, even
Not-
though it's, warming
Not
up
very
finally.
Strong winds.
You're old when you start predicting the weather with your bad knee.
We're gonna have rain soon. I can feel it in my joints.
Who's rolling luck for the
So you
day?
guys were right there,
That
so
would
you guys should actually.
I think Matt rolled it last. Or did you?
I rolled it last. It was
Andrew
only one day at a
rolls
time.
first, yeah.
I don't remember the order we do it.
Matt said he will roll, but no one heard him.
Okay.
28.
Hey, 28.
Nice. We gonna find his brother now.
28.
If a
Wait,
demon pops out at me with a fucking Wheel of Fortune wheel, I'm gonna sock it in the face.
that's not this campaign.
You're right. It's long after.
Okay.
The wheel of wild magic.
No. They are referring to the Wheel of Death, which is a thing in my other campaign where a little imp man comes out and goes, and makes you spin a wheel. And if you don't spin the right, or if it lands on the wrong segment, then it stabs you.
Fun.
No, not fun. Bullshit.
Stab him back? Question mark.
That's the plan going forward.
Okay.
So, but what's happening right now is, as you guys ride along the coast, something, who is, I'm assuming, riding with Valgum because small creatures and dog.
Yep, he is also riding on the dog with me.
Once you guys are, as you guys are riding, he goes, "Oh no, it's nearby.
What?
What's nearby?
Hide!"
What are we hiding from?
He is currently riding upside down on the dog with just the Valgum. When you turn to look at him, he's like holding on to it with just his legs and his arms.
Something. What are you doing down there?
Hiding.
From what?
Big thing, many heads.
Big thing, mini heads.
Hold on, everybody. Hold up. Let's. What kind of big thing?
Big thing.
Scales?
Yes.
Oh God. So, I'm going to guess this is probably a Hydra.
And
Big head, big scaled beast, many heads.
Well, what do we know about hydras?
anyone with a nature check can try.
Oh, that's me. I've been reading about nature recently. 11.
The only thing that you can explicitly say is that they typically don't go on land. Not very often, anyway. You remember reading that there was a reason for them to go on land, but you don't remember it.
Oh.
Could I roll history to know any myths about hydras?
Oh, but you could also try the nature check.
Not proficient.
You can still try it.
Okay.
I'm not good at performance, and yet I've landed the job that I have.
Oh.
Tragic.
Yeah, it was, because that was on a 19 before it tipped.
Rip. Isaiah, you want to give it the college try?
For what?
Nature check.
For nature? An
Yeah, buddy.
intelligence check?
You can try, because we all can't roll for
Hey,
jack
an-
shit
an
anyway.
intelligence check in
5%
which I
chance of a
have
20.
I hope you roll that
8.
20.
All right, let's go ahead and find out.
Isaiah's going to roll a 20 and be like, I fought
That's
one
a
before.
7.
Okay, so yeah, no, you don't quite remember either.
I've heard of a hydra, but I've never seen one.
I don't
Well,
think I
To be
want
quite
to see
honest,
one.
I don't really know what about, but
it is at this point that you guys hear roaring, but not very loud. It's not like a roar. It's like a rah.
I look down.
It's not directly below you, but about 100 feet away, there is a small cavern. And inside, you see a small dragon-like head.
So, is that the one you're scared of? Something?
Looks like that, but 10 times bigger.
Right, so the mother's around. We are not going to fuck with those children. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Maybe we take the advice and we don't take the coastline?
No, I think we can take... Well, we're not taking the coastline anymore. We're cutting across the dusthead, so... We'll be hitting the mountains here soon, I think.
Fair enough. Maybe we take a wide berth around this area.
Yeah, we're heading away from the coast. It should be less dangerous. Can we go past this without, like, obviously stepping in front of it?
I mean, yeah. Even if you do try to, or even if you're not particularly sneaky, these things are very young, and you see them move like maybe 15 feet, like as their speed, whereas your horses have like 40 to 60.
Oh, now I want to pet one.
That doesn't seem wise.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to mess with these.
I'm very fast. But I'm not reckless. Let's keep going.
All right, so you guys get to a point where you can rest for the night. Go ahead and subtract that day of rations. I'm assuming the alarm is getting
David,
set.
Aethys is recording the location of this Hydra, by the way.
Okay. Wait, are you fucking kidding? Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So, in the night, you guys hear a...
If you're doing something, we can't tell.
You guys hear a ring, ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Hello, what's
Peek.
happening?
Aethys, when you look up, you see a small figure with one hand on its on a coin purse on its belt.
I force pull his neck to my hand.
Ah! It
Can I help you?
It is a goblin,
Is it the
With-
same goblin?
very similar but not the same facial features.
Oh my god.
You guys
Something?
This goblin thrashes violently and says, "How you know my brother?"
Ah, you're nothing.
What? How you know?
Your brother's traveling with us. We're getting him a very large sword. Would you perhaps like to join?
I was trying to get very large axe.
Well, you're in luck. I happen to be in the business of equipping young to-do-well goblins with weapons.
AFS, that won't be necessary. And I pulls out his great axe from his tent and says, "Here, if it expedites your quest, then here's your great axe."
What are you going to use, Isaiah?
Well, he uses a
I
war
still
pick
have my war
primarily,
pick
or his bare hands.
or my bare hands.
Ow. Anyways, this guy.
Actually, I would like to see that nothing doesn't have anything evil planned first. Why don't you hold that until we get to Dusted?
After a
Find
moment,
this agreeable.
something pokes his head out of a tree and goes, "Ah, nothing's doing the same thing I am. He's fine."
Right, sure. I will believe that when we make it to Dusted and you have not acted up.
All right.
That being
Then
said,
I
Nuffin
will-
immediately looks up and goes, "Ah, something!" The other one goes, "Ah, nothing!" He falls out of the tree, and then they both join arms again. Or they both join arms.
Lovely. Pitch your own tent, and I go back to mine. I look in. Does he drop his coin purse?
He does.
What's in it?
5 platinum.
Fuck yeah.
These goblins don't even realize how much money they had.
So, fucking 295. What are the fucking odds? Okay, so that's y'all's nightly encounter. The next morning it's the 3rd of Altriac. You got twin Gabo boys.
Nothing and
Get a
something.
95 again. We're gonna see everything.
No, you are not, because Everfin is actually somewhere else.
Oh.
Ah, neat.
So,
Alright, so we are going
Yep.
Moving.
there.
you
We are
guys
schmoving.
get around to
Schmoving?
the
Ration goes down.
foresty mountains.
Getting
Yep.
to the base of the peaks.
And a pow pow. 75.
No,
75.
excellent. So now you guys end up having another rest.
It's 1511, David. 1508. What is it?
The year?
Yeah.
It's 1504.
1503, I think.
1504. Right. We started in 1501.
Been a uneventful day just riding with goblins.
Yep.
They
and-
both cannot be on my dog with me, I don't think.
No, I've got one on the back of Shadowflare.
have one on the back of mediafire.com. Anyways. And an uneventful night.
Trust it.
No bell
Excellent.
ringing. Just good old fast day of traveling.
Hey.
So
Time honored tradition. Let's have the goblins roll luck.
Oh god damn it.
Hey. It's only temporary.
73.
73.
Nice.
So they
Nice.
So with their luck, no event happens. You guys lay down for a good old night. And with exactly 50, no event happens there either.
I will say these last 2 days have been quite boring.
Yeah.
Alright,
No news is good
one day-
news, or so they say.
one day out from Dusted. Give me that final luck roll before you get there.
85.
Hey, no event. And one last night. That might be uneventful. Okay. That was 2 away from the big one.
So,
So, during this time,
hey. Order has already been picked up.
Ooh, nice.
We got IHOP.
BRB, I'm going to check on the comp.
Okay. Did you hear something? Oh, okay.
So, during the night, you guys hear a ring a ding a ding a ding a ding ding ding.
All right, Velgan's gonna sit up.
Aethys rolls his eyes and sits up.
You don't see anyone in your tents this time, but you see a large figure looming over you all through the sort of lamplights.
I'm gonna.
I grab my sword and fucking front flip out of the tent.
Valgam is just gonna peek his little gnome face out of the tent to see what he can see.
Who goes there?
When you look up, you see a silver dragon that is looming over your tents investigating, and when you both pop your heads out, it looks out and says, oh, hello.
Oh,
My,
Hello.
you are big.
My, you are, little.
Yes, that I am. Step
how
full,
may we help you, noble
step fully out of the
serpent?
tent.
Well, I wanted to, come and see for myself because I wasn't convinced, but, you people are real, aren't you?
I believe I am real, yes.
That we are.
Though I have died, so perhaps I am not real, and this is all a dream.
Well,
So, you're the
we
one
brought
they
you
call-
back.
You're the one they call Eothus?
It's actually Aethys.
Aethys. Right, my apologies.
No worries.
And you, very short, black hair with graying features. You're the professor.
I'm
aren't you?
back.
Doctor, yes. My name
Doctor.
is Valgam Caston.
Ah,
For one such as you, mighty as you need not refer to me by my title.
and where's the shifter?
Shifter.
Yes,
the shifter.
the-
Right. He does change his arms.
The one that
And head.
rumors I've heard. Ah, there he is.
Isaiah
Rumors
film
I've-
clasp. And he offers his
Isaiah.
hand.
Ah,
To a dragon.
it offers a claw.
He shakes the claw.
They don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Silver Dragon, cool. Shake my hand.
I am Oveus.
Oveus.
Yes, I am one of what they call the Commanding 10 over on the continent of Akron.
Oh, I see. You are in charge of something.
Sort of. It's more of a generational name than it is a title.
Tell me, did a few years ago, did you see a ship fly over Akron?
I did. A brother of mine went to investigate. I tend to stay away from things like that, but you're a different breed, you three.
It certainly
Oh.
helps so.
Well, I am half elf and human. I suppose that's true.
There are hushed murmurs all over Akron about you three.
Actually,
Plus-
I'm 3/4 elf.
So, some other that they call the Smiling Devil, but I don't know who that is.
Smiling Devil. Oh, that's a beautiful
That
name.
must have been truth.
Oh,
He is.
What a-
He was on.
What a name.
He was only with us a short time while we went to revive Aethys.
I was dead.
Well,
Dude.
I merely wanted to extend a hand or claw, as it were, and let you know two very important things.
Oh?
One, the royalty of Akron is fully behind your cause, whatever it may be. So you'll have friends there. However, you'll also have enemies.
Uh-oh.
For
So Akron is bone.
there is one that's even more powerful than the king, who seeks your destruction.
And he
Might
is...
that be?
Oh, I don't know his name. He keeps himself as hidden from the public eye as possible. He just has a title.
Why would he possibly want the world to end? What is his title?
He is the ringleader. And he says that if you all succeed in your goal, then everything he knows will crumble. I don't know what that means, but I thought I'd warn you.
So there is both safety and danger in Akron.
There is.
Well, if we
Well,
ever
we're
are out
strangers to
that way,
neither, so
I'll be completely honest. It seems like there's danger everywhere, so having safety added onto that seems quite nice.
it does.
yeah.
That's at least two places where we have
At the very
allies.
least, it's backup.
Say,
The more allies we have, the better.
you're gonna have to pronounce the name for me one more time, David. I wrote it down, but I don't understand how to pronounce it.
Obvious.
Ovius?
Yes. Oveiss.
Ovius. Okay, that is not how I wrote it down. Okay. Ovius. Sir Ovius,
Yes.
if I may ask something of you,
What would that be?
do you know of these assassins of queens sighted between Ralthian and Dusted?
Assassins of Queens. You wouldn't be. He's gonna roll a quick history.
Yes, I know Queen Anya was recently
Queen
killed.
Anya. Okay, there we go. That gives him advantage because for a reason. He goes, "Oh, you mean Queen Anya's killers? You mean the Golden Coral?"
What?
Sorry.
The golden coral?
What a dumb name. What is that?
Don't mock them. They are the most lethal of assassins that the seas have ever seen. Well, they prefer the title pirate. Their
The
captain
pirates?
specifically refers to himself as the Pirate King.
The Pirate King. How pretentious. Aren't
Must have
pirates
massive
all
egos.
aren't pirates all for themselves anyway? How could they have a king?
Oh, you don't understand. Pirates have a special code they follow, and one of those tenets is typically whoever holds the most power is considered king.
Well, what makes them so powerful?
I don't know exactly. It was something about getting something from Anya, but if you see a single ship on the seas, it's probably because that captain allows them to sail, not because they can, because he lets them.
I see.
So he has a lot of pull over the ocean.
He does. And his crew is just as dangerous as he is. His quartermaster
Well,
is
with a name
said
like
to... Sorry, what?
Sorry, I was going to say with a name like the Golden Coral, then I would
You cut
less
out.
than.
Cut out.
Damn it!
Go ahead.
I think their honor would be prestigious with a name like the Golden Coral.
Oh, well, they named themselves that not just because of that, but I hear that they named themselves that because they dipped their entire ship in gold.
How do you afford to dip a ship in gold?
Oh my God! How do you even
I
do
don't-
that in the first place?
I don't know. These are all rumor and circumstance.
How does it float?
You were
saying something
about the quartermaster.
I did
Oh.
see a ship float. Was it golden? I don't remember.
Yes.
No,
you
no.
did.
How
You
does
did.
the ship float on the water if it's covered in gold?
Oh, that's what you mean.
Oh. I'm
It must
not
be a
sure.
very thin layer.
But their quartermaster is said to have fallen a kraken with a single bullet.
What is a bullet?
You've never seen a gun?
What is a gun?
The dragon then looks over to Isaiah and Valgum and goes, Is he serious?
Actually, I am too. I've never seen a gun.
Well, it's this metal thing. It's like a crossbow, except it fires a tiny little piece of metal, and it fires it at super fast speeds. And it
And
tends
it
to
apparently killed a sea monster, a kraken.
Yes.
And they just hand these things out to people?
Well, they're expensive, but
I've never heard of one that
so the
powerful.
people who have a lot of money can buy them.
yes, they tend to be more on the pricey side.
I've still
hell?
never heard of a single bullet killing a kraken.
That is
That's
akin to a
outrageous.
single arrow slaying a kraken, yes?
Yeah, I mean,
Basically.
And the
essentially,
kraken
yes.
is a giant sea creature, I'm assuming?
It is.
And that is impressive.
Very.
Have you ever seen like a squid or an octopus?
I have seen the ocean twice. Once when I crossed from
You know-
Soteria to Lustral, and
You know what?
secondly, on this trip as we have traversed the coast.
You know, that is fair, but I will tell you, the krakens are, from what I understand, they're meant to be as big as ships, if not bigger.
Well, perfect. We will need to gain this golden coral's favor if we are to get to Belden then, so might as well see what we can do about finding them.
I wish you the best of luck. From what I've heard, they don't tend to associate well with those who interact with royalty.
Oh, it's not great.
Well, we will see.
Next, you're gonna say they're all goblins.
Whoa, so this crew has assassinated royalty from multiple families?
Well, as far as rumors go, it was only Anya, but I've never heard of anyone getting along with them that was from royalty.
Well, good thing I'm an orphan from a monastery and not from royalty.
Yes, but aren't you all knights?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
we
does
can
not
leave that
make us noble.
That's fair. Well, again, I wish you luck.
I will
Now-
just leave the sir out of my title. I much prefer just to go by doctor anyway.
I wish you all the best of luck. The dragon says before lifting off into
Man,
the
he's going
sky.
ham on that broom.
Thank you, Ovius, and have a wonderful night. And please tell all of your kin that
Be right back.
we are who we are, so we don't have to fight any dragons.
Of course. So it is the 6th of Altriac, and you guys arrive in the dirty, disheveled Dusthead. It is a port town that has been called the Sailor's Vacation for many reasons. There's a tavern about every 5 feet. The wafting breeze of the ocean air permeates the entire town. You can just smell the salt in the air.
Are there any ships in port?
There are several ships. All of them in various sizes. None of them gold.
Do any of them look to be passenger vessels?
Yeah, a couple of them are.
Awesome.
And just like you said, outside of the town, there is a town crier and a bounty office. Inland,
Right.
sorry,
Is
what?
there a blacksmith?
Yeah, there is. Towards the coast, though, you see towards a decent amount of the beach that has become land for homes. You see that there is a broken link of the chain that was once there.
Whoa.
And
So it's true, it did happen.
yep.
What the hell?
And the only other thing of note here is There looks to be a ship that has been pulled out of the ocean that now functions as a building. On the side of it in golden paint.
Is he bargaining the food guy?
Maybe.
On the side of the building is painted in gold paint, Buccaneers Guild.
Buccaneers Guild. Nice. Well, I would like to go find a blacksmith first of all with the 2 goblins.
Okay, so the goblins excitedly follow you to this blacksmith. So back to what I was saying about the goblins.
Yes.
Something and Nuffin are following you to this local blacksmith.
Okay.
And before I continue with that scene, is anyone else going anywhere in particular, or?
You guys all gonna come with me to the blacksmith and outfit these goblins with me?
Yeah, I want to be there with them. I missed that. Sorry, I was grabbing the food.
Okay,
worries.
so yeah, you guys all go to the local blacksmith, and this man, a dragonborn, in fact, looks up and goes, "Oh, hello there. What can I do for you all?" Why are they jumping up and down? The
They're very
goblins
excited.
are so excited.
I would like to commission a great sword and a great axe.
All right, is that everything?
I want the hilt of the great sword to say something, and I spell it out for him. And I want the hilt of the great axe to say nothing. I spell that out for him.
All right.
And then underneath, I want the subtext to read Goblin Hero.
All right, that's gonna be 60 gold for you.
Perfect. I will pay that. Now,
Yeah.
you two.
Paying for it out of the platinum, or
Yeah, I'll use the platinum.
effectively making
They
them pay
paid-
for it.
They paid for their own shit. And I, once that's given to him, I look at the 2 goblins, and I hand them 2 gold. Now, you are staying in this city for 3 days, or more, perhaps, until these weapons are done, and then you are to do nothing but good with them. Understand?
Yeah.
Now, come back here every
So-
day and see if he is done, and if he is not, you leave him alone.
Okay,
Remember,
we will do.
this is good for everyone, not just goblins, but everyone.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I leave.
Okay. So with that effectively taken care of, what are you all choosing to do now?
Should we approach someone about a ship? Do you think we should ask around about... We really just need to get to Belden.
I'm calling to see if there's
Well, we should ask about your friend.
an info board and
We should ask about your friend, see if anyone sighted a...
see if there's any basilisk around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, where are you going to do that?
Probably the bounty board.
Bounty board, maybe local pubs, start up, make some big talk later. If we can't find anything on the bounty board.
Okay, so you guys go to the bounty office, and there are wanted posters for criminals there, none of which are Kenku. And at the bottom of each board, there is a small plaque that reads, "Due to new agreements, we can no longer offer bounties off Lustroar. Please go to the Buccaneers Guild if you would like international bounties."
Yeah, well, I suppose that's where we're supposed to be going then.
Yep.
Oh, this walking!
Okay, so you guys head to
Rather large town.
Yeah.
the Buccaneers Guild. This giant ship that's been running around and converted into a building. As you enter the door, which is towards the bow of the ship, there is sort of like a reception area. And at said table, there is a sign that says, "Out to lunch, be back in 15." And after a few moments of waiting, you guys see a Kenku man slowly walk out of the back, saying, "Oh, sorry, was just eating. Now, what can I do for you?"
We hear about the basilisk.
Yeah.
His eyes go wide. Looking closer at him, you realize that he's got all of his like facial features covered except for his beady little black eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Where have you heard that name?"
I heard it from a hag in an alley, and Isaiah kind of narrows his eyes.
Yeah, this just sort of steps back.
"And you have business with this basilisk?"
Yes, I only wish to exchange information.
"Oh. Well, I know him personally. What information are you looking to give him?"
I lean into Valgum. That's definitely the basilisk.
No doubt.
Favor within the davii kingdom's court.
"You are of the davii.
Yes, we've been knighted.
You're a knight of davii.
We hold much sway.
And you wish to offer a favor? Did I hear you correctly?"
If that's the case, yes. I'm only looking for an associate of yours.
I suppose that the cover would have been up by now anyway. And he pulls down the drapery to reveal the very long gash that cracks his beak and goes up into his eye. And he blinks, and after a moment, a hazy white glow appears over them. Very similar to the tabaxi that burnt your entire life down, Isaiah. He says, "You found me. How may I help you?"
What is the name of the female tabaxi?
Where is your son? I must find him.
Female tabaxi?
Yes.
I am afraid I'll need more information. I've met many tabaxi over my life.
She burned down my village.
Oh. That sounds like the baboosh cattle, right?
Sorry, didn't mean to laugh.
I have characters. That is such a good name. Anyways.
You chuckle now. If I tell you the real character's name, then you're gonna fucking die.
I have an idea. The baboosh cat. Is this something that they're prolific in doing, just going around burning down innocent communities?
Well, she tends to take on contracts that even I wouldn't stoop myself down to, but for her, it's not about the prestige of assassination. It's just about the thrill. So surely burning down an entire settlement must have sounded very appealing to her in that moment.
I'm still not hearing an official name.
Fine. You want her name? You're looking
Yes.
for a Tabaxi clan leader that goes by the name Chungabunga.
I'm sorry. Can we
That-
just admit that that's a funny name?
That
And
does
we'll
not.
move on.
That doesn't sound like a real name, but you know what?
It's a funny name,
know
but
there's-
as it is she is as deadly as they come. She and I had a brief moment of kinship when we were dealing with a problem down in Sinnes. But that was the last I seen of her when we ended up taking an oath that extended our lifetimes. With the death of one immortal came the lives of roughly 7 more. Some of us lasted longer than others, though.
What about your Kinku friend, Isaiah?
Yes. Did she take any prisoners?
I'm back. A Kinku. Well,
Where's this Kenku placed?
if you're asking me for direct knowledge of Chungabunga and her exploits, I don't know. I've been preoccupied with a different organization for the last 3 years, and I haven't even talked to the Babush Cat in probably closer to 100.
Holy hell.
What organization do you work for?
I work under the banner of Captain G and the Golden Coral.
Oh, excellent.
So you could secure a safe passage across the ocean?
Why would I?
Do you want to stop hiding?
Oh, don't confuse my sort of concealment for me trying to hide from anything. Any man who's been foolish enough to try to take my life has been cut down very quickly before his.
Oh, I'm not threatening you, I'm just saying. Aren't you tired of hiding? Being a criminal, not being able to just exist.
What I'm telling you is I'm frankly not afraid. If I were hiding from the law, then I would simply just move or take out any official that's stupid enough to try to deal with me and bribe any official who is smart enough to stay out of my way.
Yep, fair enough. I'll be honest, I got nothing. You probably have everything we could offer you.
Well, let me ask you this. You're all an inquisitive bunch, so I figure I get my share of questions too. Why are you this far out of the Davii Kingdom if you are not?
How do you feel about the new ruler of Belden?
I'm indifferent.
Okay. So you have no reason to tell him what you're about to hear.
I suppose.
We're going to Belden to see what we can do about deposing this king.
We are trying to prevent war from disrupting the lives of.
We
many
already have
citizens.
one war to fight, as Dr. Balgam is suggesting. We don't need a second.
And what is this first war?
Against the Obsidian
Giant
Court.
chains falling from the sky. All powerful beings.
You're
None of this ringing a bell.
you're seeking to get rid of the Obsidian Court.
We've already found one of the members.
You've already. His eyes go wide at that, and he says, yeah, I can definitely get you safe passage if that's what you're doing.
The fastest ship you
captain-
could find, too. The sooner the better.
Oh, the fastest ship in the entire Golden Fleet. Don't worry about it. The captain's going to want to talk to you anyway.
Excellent.
The captain himself.
I like beam at the other two.
He turns and gestures for you to follow him.
Oh, yeah.
He
Is
walks...
it true the ship is made of gold?
Oh, yeah. And it's every little bit beautiful, or it's just as beautiful as you could imagine.
How does it float, though?
How does it float on the water?
Oh, it's a thin sheet of metal, and plus there's a little magical trick to it. Now, I believe that he let me borrow this for a little bit, in case there was any news. Ah, yes, here it is. And while in this new room, he's searching through belongings before pulling out a small, sort of like very light yellow orb. Seems to be covered in a little bit of dust and scuff, but he
Oh my gosh.
quickly wipes it off. Now
Nice.
let's see if he actually perfected this or not. And the basilisk slams his hand down onto it. It glows bright white for a moment, and then you guys see, almost as though you were on a ship itself, this sort of like projection of a boat beneath your feet.
Huh?
And
Oh my god.
it's sort of like holographic. It's certainly not like an illusion that would fool anyone. But
We can see him directly, though.
you guys can see everything. And the ship appears to be sailing. And a goblin with these very thick welder's glasses looks up towards the orb and goes, "Oh, the communicator's working again. Oh, someone get Havoc a bucket." And after a couple of seconds, two more goblins appear. One of
What the
them
hell?
has a set of arms underneath his arms and a very large chef hat. Very thick orange beard.
Does that goblin have 4 arms?
Don't question it. The other goblin has what appears to be metal coating his ears. This sort of like
ears.
Oh, they dipped the
mohawk,
goblin in gold too.
and this very large rifle.
Oh
party is-
my god.
What is that
Uh,
staff?
Get
on
it
its
out.
back. That right there is the piercer. But Basilisk pipes up, looking directly at these holographic goblins and going, "Is the captain unwell today?" And the one with 4 arms just looks and nods. Give me a second.
Do I need to get?
Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
Do I need to be the bucket voice?
No. Give me 2 seconds, please.
Yeah, this Oreo shake fucking slapped.
Okay, sorry about that. The goblin with 4 arms shakes his head and goes, no. The captain's not feeling great. Right now, he's sort of playing ping pong, if you catch my drift. And the basilisk sort of nods and goes, "That's not great to hear."
Wait, what
Yeah.
did I miss? I went to grab the syrup.
Playing ping pong.
The basilisk shakes
Oh
his
my
head
God.
worriedly and says, "How long has he been gone this time?" The other one pipes up and says, "About 2 or 3 days. It's been hard counting." And
Is
the
the
basilisk says,
Captain of this ship, okay?
I'll explain after. Look, you two need to try to get him back on his feet as soon as possible, and tell him to come back to Duststead. We have a development with the chains. We may have some people who will be able to break them. And both of them sort of look wide-eyed and back at each other and go. The one with 4 arms goes, "All right, I'll tell Captain as soon as he, gets back to being himself." And Basilisk goes, "Right. And tell my boy that I'm excited to play cards with him again." That's not really pertinent, but I'm sure he'd like to hear it. And with that, the hologram sort of fades. And he goes, So the captain's situation is worsening. That's very not good.
What situation?
Okay, so the captain of the ship is Captain G. Don't ask for his name. If I were to tell you, and you were to say it to him, he'd kill us both.
Ah,
He just likes Captain G. That's all you need.
tell me this: do you actually know it?
My foolish son told me once when we were alone, and honestly, kind of wish that he hadn't.
The burden of knowledge.
All I can tell you is that he is of the
the whole-
gallant clan of goblins.
Is the whole crew goblins?
No, my son is a Kenku, and I don't know if she's on shore leave or not, but they have a first mate who is a gnome,
All small folk, then.
essentially.
Wow.
That must be adorable to watch.
They are pretty brutal in
Not
battle.
from my
I've seen them.
perspective.
In any case, the captain.
From my perspective, this is empowering.
Yeah, go little people.
The captain's got a bit of an identity issue at the moment.
Oh?
Since the chains came down, he hasn't exactly been able to hold on to one personality for too long. From what I've gathered, he has collected several cursed or otherwise sentient items over his tenure as captain of the Golden Coral.
Oh no!
And once the chains broke, or once the chains came down, it ended up absorbing a very powerful figure, and now that figure only exists in the captain's head. And with so many voices and so many different entities fighting for dominance, he's kind of lost. The captain.
Do you believe him strong enough to overcome it?
If it were just his cursed hat, yeah. If it were his cursed sword, maybe. If it was just the entire soul of Davy Jones himself, perhaps. All three vying for one brain might be a little too much, though. But
No, I suppose that is the downfall of anyone who decides to use cursed items.
well, this is why he has been trying so desperately to break the chains, so to speak. If the chains break and Davy Jones is freed, he can command his authority over those two items again. But as it stands now, every couple days or so, he's been going to one of those other personas.
So he's bouncing between personas, like.
What is this, a goddamn anime?
God damn it. I was trying my hardest not to use the word persona, but like it works so well in this situation. Basilisk just says, I don't know what personality he's got right now, but last time
Does
I
he
saw
ever
him,
have his own?
oh yeah. It's essentially 4 minds inside one body, and basically every couple of days one of them takes the controls away. He's been himself several times. In fact, that tends to be the personality that's most frequent. Last time I
But
saw
right
him,
now, he's not.
yeah. Right now, I believe the last one that I heard from was his cursed sword, Black Razor.
Oh god.
That thing is somehow more bloodthirsty than the captain. The captain is willing to talk his way out of situations when bloodshed need not exist. But
You know, maybe we should go back for those goblins. It'd be good for them to be part of something.
goblins.
We met a couple of companions on the road here. They tried to steal from us, but they didn't have sea legs, so to speak.
Ah. Well, maybe. The Golden Fleet's always looking for new crew members, and They picked up their last goblin crewmate here after Clang.
Well, tell you
left.
what. How about you send word to why don't someone have someone collect them from the blacksmith down the road there?
Well, the ship, the Golden Coral, is probably resting at the archipelago right now, so it'll take them roughly 3 days to get here. Maybe 2 if Bucket ends up taking the lead out.
Should be plenty of time for them to get their great sword and great axe they wanted.
You guys want to do
Wait.
Oh,
Did you just say they're going to get here from the archipelago in 2 days?
2 or 3, yeah.
How could something possibly move that fast?
Well, that's based in part to the late great Clang's innovative skills. Have any of you ever heard of an engine?
An engine.
An engine?
No.
I can't say that I have.
Well, I don't understand it myself, but it's a piece of engineering beauty that he cooked up for the Golden Coral a year before he ended up kicking the bucket, so to speak. Bucket doesn't get kicked very often because he tends to throw people across the room when they try. Anyways,
He kicked the four-armed one a year after he built this
no,
quote
he
unquote
died.
engine.
He died.
Ah, okay.
In
That
any
makes a
case,
lot more sense. Why is
Uh,
that one named Bucket?
It's a whole thing. He's an alien. I don't understand it all myself.
A what?
Not from this.
You
realm.
mean
There's
to tell me
another realm?
There are several.
Is this common knowledge?
I mean, I thought it was Shadowfell,
They
the
don't
Feywild.
teach shit at the fucking monasteries. It's all chi and inner peace and fucking being one with the what the other realms, and I'm worried about chi.
Well,
Fuck.
in any case, that engine takes
never seen you use such foul language before at this.
I don't think he's lost his cool that hard.
He's frustrated.
And this like combs his hands like through his dreads just a little bit, like asserts himself again. And is just like, I'm fine.
Valgam is just kind of chuckling to himself as he says this. He's just
But yes, that metal engine will get them here faster than just about any ship could. And
Uh-oh, Matt
Matt
died.
has to reconnect.
No, we can't hear you.
Hey, hi.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. And you're gone again.
nope, you died again.
There
Oh
you
no,
are.
you're back.
Hello?
Fucking
Yep. Okay.
spot died.
Oh.
I really fucking need to buy this thing.
Well, in any case,
I'll do that after the session.
so you guys want to go ahead and time skip 3 days? Anything you
I'm
wanna-
just gonna go try to find some books on the other realms.
All right. I mean, that's simple enough. Dusted isn't exactly a library place, but there are scholars who wander that could potentially tell you about the other places. So you get a fairly bog standard education on places like the Fire Plane.
The Ring of Fire. I mean, the Plane of Fire.
The Ring of Fire is a different thing.
The
Woo.
Ring
Oh my god.
of Fire. Checking up on something and nothing at least once or
They They don't tend to do much aside from like to sit on the outskirts of town doing goblin-y things and running in every day to check on the sword and then running back out.
Cut to them like one of them's hanging from a tree, the other one's like stomping on their fingers.
You know, like here Valgam is because basically what Valgam wants to do is talk to these goblins and tell them he may have found them, you know, a better life than just stealing money off the road. Little does he know he's giving them to the craziest pirates. Just the craziest pirates.
Absolutely gonna enable them.
Something. Nothing.
Use the sword that way, Jetso.
Yeah.
We so it turns out me the rest of the group, me and the rest of the group, we are looking to find a ship and sail away. And well, I thought maybe you'd want to come with because the people who are chartering this ship are goblins.
Oh, maybe we see Big Brother.
Big brother?
What is your big brother like?
Ah, he lanky but smart.
Lanky but smart.
Yeah, they call him
Oh, what-
everything.
Everton. Nice.
What a lovely naming convention, I
Well,
must
where
say.
did he go? Did he find a job?
Yeah, he got a job on big gold ship.
Wait. Does
Oh,
he wear
God.
big goggles?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we saw him earlier today.
Oh, where he?
He was, looked like he was working on something on that big golden ship.
Ah, big gold ship import. We go.
Not yet. It will be in a couple of days.
How you see him today?
You
Magic.
know, I'm not really sure, but I'm fairly certain it had something to do with magic.
Ah,
I'm
Magic.
sure he'll be happy to see you again.
yeah. So,
Strapping lads.
during this 3-day break, Isaiah, do you have anything to do or?
Not particularly.
Gather honey.
I mean, I guess that,
Honey.
I just want like that smash cut of us doing this shit, and then Isaiah's just chilling in a tree with his hand in a beehive, just
Yeah. This time though, while you're collecting,
Motherfucker, quit stinging me!
ow!
during this
Like
time,
the hand is the bear paw.
During this time commuting with nature, though, you've got your hand literally the way that Isaiah collects honey when no one's around to stop him from doing so, because the people in his old druid grove would tell him, "No, go away. I'll get it for you." The way that he does it is he just plucks the beehive off, tilts it upside down, and shakes it like it's ketchup, which results
You know
in a
what?
lot
I
of
believe it.
stings. However, this time, Isaiah, when you're doing this, you've swatted away several bees in the process of doing this, but one of them has a faint bluish glow to it and just lands directly on your palm.
Curious little fellow, aren't you?
and he pulls his hand a little bit closer to his face to inspect the bee.
It looks fairly normal, but with the exception of this like glowing sort of energy to it. And as you sorry, give me 2 seconds.
Bro, I ate that entire omelet and 2.5 pancakes. I'm so fucking full.
Sounds like it.
I didn't finish it because I ate all those hash browns.
I'm
I'm fucking
vacuumed
dying.
that fucking shit, dude. Oh my god,
It
don't
was
get
so good,
fucking
though.
heavy food when you're high.
It was so good.
Oh, it was so good.
I missed IHOP. I'm gonna be real with you.
Dude, me and Maud used to go weekly.
Fucking when you got money to spend, Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, Isaiah, when looking at this thing, one word pops into your head. Just one word alone. And that's Brian. Bryan.
Brian.
Brian.
What is the bee's name, Brian? Are you telepathically talking to a bee?
No, that's the name of my the old grove tender to the druid clan. He's basically my boss.
Ooh. David, can you
So-
confirm?
Yeah, that is the name. That is the first name of the old grove tender. Full name Brian Aldwin. This bee just sort of stays very calm while on your palm or on the back of your hand. Unlike any other bee that you've seen today that's tried to sting you, this one just sort of like stays close. Even when you like move on to like a different hive to get more honey, he just stays.
Well, little Brian. Seems as if you're going to be sticking around, then don't cause too much trouble.
When you say this, its
Probably.
wings just buzz a little bit, and it does the little moving its hands back and forth.
That's a fly thing.
I'm talking to
I
a
don't fucking know
bee.
bees. Fuck off.
It's just like I'm just talking to a fucking bee.
Bees clean their
Alright.
antenna.
Yeah, sure, it did that.
This dude
I'm
didn't
gonna
go to
head back
junior
with this
entomology.
new bee Brian.
I say didn't went to.
This
So,
bee.
he's beat.
Is it just like there, like chilling on him when we see him?
Yeah, it's just sort of like crawling on him.
Is that
Did
a
we see it
bee?
glowing?
Yeah, it's still glowing.
Why is this bee glowing?
I have no.
You cut out.
God, fuck. Don't know, but it seems to be a lot friendlier than some of the.
Some of the others.
Some of the other ones you've encountered today.
Yeah, and he
So
pulls
you
out
have
he pulls out the
been-
flask and shakes it, and then.
Ah, I
It's
see. You were
about full.
collecting honey today.
There are better ways to do that, I'm sure.
Hey, look! I said you should start your own little walking apiary, and look at you go.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Can I roll Arcana on the bee?
You can.
fucking.
Bee?
Apparently, Aethys knows what an apiary is, but he doesn't know what the fuck a. Like
I believe
a
that,
gold
honestly.
coin
I
Dad doesn't
believe that
believe
the
the Fae
monks
plane
had
exists.
bees.
Yeah.
18 on Arcana.
Okay, so you can't attribute this to any sort of school of magic. It's like it's like
No.
sorry.
That was El Gumbo.
this sort of magic just seems to be of nature, if that makes sense.
It's definitely magical, definitely naturey.
Naturey. That's a fun word.
But can't attribute any sort of school of magic. Like, it's not enchantment or illusion, it's just kind of nature. It's not really my field of study, per se.
I do
If
so
I'm
hope
to
we
be
get some of
completely
these
honest,
pirates.
I think this might be a sign of protection.
Protection.
I would say a
Mhm.
glowing bee is either an omen of good luck or bad.
I
Well,
don't think
when I came in,
bees could be
well,
bad luck. They're quite helpful.
I came into contact when I first. So I had
Cut
the
out.
flash. God. When I came into contact with this for the first time,
Yep.
Yep.
I got a flash of my old grove tender.
I see. Well, maybe
So
it
I
is an
think
omen
this
of
may
good luck.
be his way of protecting me.
Well, oh, excuse me, I have allergies.
When you say that, the bee sort of backs off over to his shoulder.
Yeah, I'm allergic to bees.
Didn't
So-
realize that.
I didn't either until now. There are. It could be a sign that is Brian dead? Your grove tender?
Unfortunately, yes.
He could be reincarnated as a bee. That is something the monk
Reincarnated.
taught. He's bee incarnated.
Is that what they teach you in those monk schools?
It is a form of what they reincarnation is taught. Yes, one perfecting the self can in the next life theoretically become a person of equal or better quality.
Okay, well,
Positive input into the universe nets a positive gain for the next life.
I see. Well, perhaps being a bee would be a good thing.
Yes, but
Anyway,
from what I remember, they teach that being a lower life form means that you did terrible things. So I don't want to think about what that means in this. So I will just say it is a good omen and not actually Brian.
If I would imagine turning into something like a bee would be something good at least.
Not
feels-
according to what I was taught, but then again, we don't know if this is a reincarnation or not. We just know it's a bee that really likes sticking around the person who eats honey a lot. And
Yeah, it
also
probably just
kind of
wants the
likes
honey.
to glow.
Probably just wants the honey.
And is also named Brian after the grove tender from his past. Probably just all coincidence.
Surely.
So during
Falcon
this,
rolls his eyes a bit.
Aethys, during these next couple days that you're searching around for more information that's apparently commonplace that you have not been taught, you find yourself inside of a tavern called the Smoke and Flintlock. And inside you see there's a man who's holding a very large quarterstaff, almost as tall as like the room itself. It's like tilted slightly on his back to where it actually fits through the door and everything.
That is a very impractical weapon.
While you're looking around for sort of knowledge, he overhears you and says, "You're quite the inquisitive one."
Yes. What is with your long stick?
This thing, and he holds onto it, and it shortens in his hand.
Now, it is not as long anymore. Is that a feature or is it breaking?
That's a feature. Don't worry about it. I'm more interested in you right now.
It's just, I was raised in a monastery and taught lots of things, yes, don't get me wrong, but it seems not the relevant things, the bits that one would need to leave. I was never meant to leave, to be honest, so I guess it would have been fine, but there's so many things. There are other realms. Did you know that? Did you know there's one called the Feywild?
Oversharing the.
That is like it is a mirror image of our world, but it is superimposed over and slight changes because of the mischief that. I get there's another one called the Shadowfell that is the mirror up, and he just like continues to go on until this person stops him.
You know what's funny? Is Aethys has been to the Feywilds once already.
Exactly.
But he didn't understand what it was at the time.
After a couple of moments, or after way longer than normal people would let on, this man stops him and goes, Yes, I knew all of this because I'm a lot like you, only different.
Sorry, that was a funny sentence.
Where you listened to everything that your monastery told you, I wanted answers as well, and I chose to leave my monastery to find them. Tell me, what monastery did you learn with?
I studied the way of Kensei under the Cetarian Monastery.
Ah, I visited. It's a lovely place, but it's nowhere that I would
Beautiful.
want to personally learn.
It is beautiful, but it is quite martial. That's what I enjoyed about it. It was primal.
Yes, I understand the appeal. I was once a sun soul myself, but that came with a lot of introspection and a lot of questions that never actually led to answers.
Those seem to be the worst kind of questions.
Yes. And that's why I went out of my way to discover some answers for myself.
Okay, well, that sounds nice. Does it have like a, you have like a 4-step program or something?
There are there are ways of teaching these things, but I'm gonna warn you. The other monastic traditions, the monasteries, they tend to frown on what I'm about to tell you.
And that is.
Have you ever heard of the Cobalt Soul?
No.
Well, there's a reason for it. It's not a
Yeah, I was
tradition.
raised in a monastery that didn't really teach outside beliefs.
Oh, you don't understand. Even as a monastery, surely you would have heard of some of the others. You know, the astral self and the shadow.
Oh, it's a
and
monastic
mercy.
tradition.
Yes, but
Wow.
it's one that's all but extinct.
Why?
Who knows? Maybe those ones of the open hand didn't like that there was someone out there more efficient at their jobs. Maybe there were others out there who simply thought it forbidden knowledge. All I know is, if I know correctly, I'm just about the only person who still practices.
Alright, what gives?
What do you mean?
I have all these questions about my monastic way, and I'm having trouble reconciling my training with what is currently required, and then all of a sudden you turn up out of nowhere.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe the fates found
I
your way
don't
to
know
them.
if I believe in fate, but this is a strong case, I must say.
Well, look, I'm not trying to make any money off of you. I'm not trying to do anything of the sort. I just see someone who's looking for answers, and I see a little bit of something that I once had.
Okay, you don't have to sell me. I'm in.
Well, I'm not exactly going to be able to teach you anything. This isn't a tradition that requires a lot of a teacher. This is more self-introspection, but in a different way. And he pulls from his side a small blue book. He says, I've just about mastered everything in this. Here, take it.
You know, so.
I hope that
If-
you use it well.
Aethys like flips it over in his hand and was like, what is this?
That right there that you hold is the heart of any Cobalt Soul monk. When you learn from this book, you're going to be able to learn essentially anything about your enemy time and time again, way before you even so much as get into an arena battle with them.
So, this book is magic, then?
Call it magic if you wish. It's powered by more than. It's powered by the soul of every Cobalt Soul monk that's ever followed the tradition.
A collective knowledge, then?
Yes. A
I see.
collective, hopefully undying
And
knowledge.
one can simply tap in because they are seeking knowledge? There's no further restriction?
Well, it takes just as much as any other monastic tradition to get into. As a Kinsei, you surely learned your positions for combat.
Oh, yes.
Your cross, your slash, your parry. In the case of the Cobalt Soul, there's just a lot more to do mentally. Practice your mental positions, and anything can be done.
Oh, I quite like the sound of that. A little something to keep the road interesting.
Use this knowledge well.
I will. How will I find you if I need to?
Well, from what you've said, it sounds like you found me at just the right time, so if our paths must meet again, maybe they will at that right time.
Well, I guess I shall see you again when next I need you.
Indeed. He simply extends a hand that's covered in bandages.
I take his hand.
I'm Balquin.
What?
Balquin. Balquen.
Balq.
En.
Falcon. Okay. Got it. Okay. Just had to write that down.
I hope that you use this gift well.
I am Aethys, by the way, and I shall. Thank you. Now, I have some
Okay.
friends I must attend to.
You do that. And lastly, Valgum? You doing anything in particular? This is essentially a 3-day just roam around the city.
shopping for. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if I use a focus or. I think I use a focus. Even
Yeah.
so, I still probably need some valuable components.
Whoa.
I know you need bat shit for Fireball.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
going
need to-
on. Sorry, hang on, y'all.
Epic!
I just realized a really big problem.
Wasn't recording, was it?
No, it's recording. The problem is that for some reason the image has been stuck for a long time.
Uh-oh.
Whoop.
Well, that's fine.
We did a fucky wucky.
Stop it. Yeah, let's see if this works.
Well, I don't need anything that's going to cost money for Fireball.
Oh, damn it.
What?
Sorry, this is being very frustrating.
Thing.
So Valgum, what explicitly are you trying to buy?
I think right now I'm actually going to be shopping around to see if I can find like spell scrolls.
Me.
Specifically, maybe see if a church might have Revivify or something, like a temple might have Revivify or something.
Oh. Look for
And
spell
then-
scrolls.
Yes, and also
Mad expensive.
Might be, but it's worth checking to see if I can locate one.
Mhm.
Okay, I think this is how I do this. Nope, that quite clearly did not work. Okay, I'll just have to try to figure that out during the week. Fuck me. Okay. Valgum, if you could give me a, if you could give me a investigation check and a D4 roll.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Sure. Investigation. Okay, that's good. The investigation is a 9.
And the other one's a 1. Okay, thank you. So,
Isn't this so tragic when you have a baller score but you still roll low?
yeah,
Yes.
it's a little tragic.
Yes. Don't. I'm just. This is how this campaign has been with any knowledge check I do.
So,
Just gonna resign and play a cleric and just do healing.
these priests don't tend to have anything, but you do find an arcane shop that has spell components and spell scrolls.
What does he have in scrolls?
Unfortunately, all he has.
And do any of these scrolls look elder?
What do you mean by elder?
He wants the Elder Scrolls, man.
Oh, goddamn you!
No, but spell scrolls. Yes. That's what I'm looking for.
So I am sending you a list
Okay.
privately because I'm not going through all of these.
That's fine.
Next to them, they have their level requirement.
I see.
And the price increases by 50 per level, with cantrips and level 1 spells costing 50, and each other one adding 50 per level.
All right, I see. Not really much I'm looking for in this.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, that was... Okay, yeah, never mind. That was a 3. Okay.
I rolled a 1 on the d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. No Revivify is
Yeah.
available.
There's no firebolt either.
It's
All right.
tragic, but what can you do?
Well, at the moment, not much. Maybe go buy a new wizard hat.
Big floppy hat. Like Gandalf.
Big spender. Getting a
Oh
floppy
boy, I
hat.
sure hope I get to meet these pirates. I don't have to wait a whole fucking week.
Sure enough, on day 3, though, you see a golden ship on the horizon in the morning. You see as barkeeps open their doors wide, everyone else shuts them and seals them completely. The ship docks. The typical
fear.
dock worker doesn't bother checking them for anything. They finally appear, or the ship finally appears in port. A gangplank is brought down. You see the goblin from before with 4 arms slowly walk off of the gangplank and onto the deck. Next to him, you see the goblin with the very large rifle on his back and golden ears walk off and take another position, one to the left, the other to the right. And in the
Oh
center,
my god.
you see with a black jacket and a very large black hat with a glowing seafoam green cutlass in one hand and a futuristic looking laser pistol in the other. A third goblin walks between them, and he says, "Right, now, where are these knights I've heard so much about?" And that is where we're ending the session tonight.
Damn you! Knew you would do it.
I mean, yeah, it's 10 o'clock. It's time for us to end. But come on, is that not badass presentation?
Hell yeah.
Left and right hand men?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to mention his eye was glowing. Oh well. It'll be
Well,
I just said it now.
good to know he's still empowered by Davy Jones, even if Davy Jones is only in his head.
The way I see it, it was like the captain was like, I could either lose all my power because Davy Jones dies, or I could share my body with Davy Jones. Well, I'm already sharing it with two other things. Fuck it.
You know, and it's such a Captain G thing to do.
Yeah, honestly.
What's one more voice? I don't know who I am!
What's one more voice? Sounds of a cocktail shaker going.
Christ almighty.
All right.
So some days the captain is just like on all fours, just going, monkey, 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 monkey.
Who knows?
Probably.
We certainly
As
would not
Lori
have.
just takes over and makes him go full feral.
All right. So, to those of you watching
just-
the stream, I'd like to say thank you.
Thank you.
To those of you watching
Thank
the VOD on YouTube, I also say thank you.
Press
Hey,
that
you
fucking
watching
like
this
button.
VOD, you watching the VOD.
Ads, hey.
You're
If
sexy as fuck, you who's watching this VOD. I love you.
If you're watching the VOD, come to twitch.tv/CritHeadsOfficial to see us live every Friday night.
And bully us for our bad rolls.
Yep. Thank you for watching. See you
Thank you,
later.
guys.